You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phillies Baseball on the Our Phillies Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. The Reading Fightin' Phillies, the Harrisburg Senators begin Game 3 of a 6-game homestand for the Phillies. Phillies looking to get the first win of the series. Harrisburg taking Game 1 and Game 2 so far. First pitch coming your way at 6:45. We are live at Tompkins Plaza. The gates are just opening as we speak. And this is the pregame show presented to you, as always, by Mike's Sandwich Shop right here in the Stadium District. Mike's Sandwich Shop. To ask anybody in the Stadium District, they'll tell you the best cheesesteaks in town right here. We are moments away from first pitch, alongside Jake Starr, my broadcast partner. My name is Bob McCool, and the man between the two of us is the man who, on most nights, is behind the plate for the Fightin' Phillies. One of the catchers for Reading in 2023 is Max McDowell. And Max, one of the big reasons that you, as a veteran catcher, are here, I would assume, is because of a couple of really promising young pitchers in Mick Abel and Griff McGarry. One of them, Griff McGarry, got a start last night, his fourth back from rehab. What have you seen on the rehab of Griff McGarry, and what is it about him you like?
Yeah, he's hit the ground running. Seems like he hasn't really missed a step. His fastball's been electric, and he's off to a really good start. So it's just about building his innings up and keep doing what he's doing, attacking hitters. It's
interesting to use the word electric because we had Al Padrique on last night, and he used the exact same word to describe his stuff as electric. What is it about his fastball that makes it so tantalizing?
He's attacking hitters with it. One, he's around the zone, but yeah, it's got really good carry to it. It pushes on hitters a little bit more than I think they expect, and seems like it's been a good pitch just about in any count.
Now the guy who's slated to throw tomorrow night, Mick Abel, another arm that a lot of Phillies fans have been very excited about. From your time working with Mick so far this year, whether it be in spring training too, but especially during the regular season, what have you seen about him and his growth so far that's really stood out?
Yeah, he's had some really good starts where he's starting to settle in, and I always talk to him about pitching. He has all the tools, all the talent, and now he's getting to a level where it's about execution, pitching, how he prepares, and he's really started to take a step in that right direction, develop, and I feel like he's a pitcher out in that mound now.
Why do I get the impression that you are Crash Davis? I mean, that seems to be exactly what is going on. It's like the reincarnation of the Bull Durham movie, only Max McDowell is Crash Davis, and you've had the home runs to back it up. But just talking a little bit about your transition. You spent a number of years in the Yankees organization, and this is your first in the Phillies organization. What has that transition been like, and how has it been different?
Yeah, it's fun to kind of see different organizations, different philosophies, and different little quirks of front offices and coaches, and it's been fun. I've really enjoyed the Phillies. It's a little more, I'm not going to say relaxed, but like player-friendly. Obviously, the Yankees come with the territory of the pinstripes and the pressure, and you definitely felt that. The Phillies, you're here to play. The big league locker room was awesome in spring, really fun, really connected. You felt the atmosphere that they kind of built in the playoffs. So that's been really fun to be around and just kind of get used to and get back to playing ball.
And last week had a chance to go back to Somerset, spend a little bit of time there. You and Oliver Dunn both coming from the Yankees system. How was it being back? Did you get a chance to catch up with any guys, any coaches that you previously knew last week in Somerset? How was that whole experience being back?
Yeah, a lot of coaches, familiar faces. They had some front office and staff there that obviously you get to know through the years. But their manager, Raul, was my first base coach in AAA the last couple of years. So he was definitely the guy I wanted to talk to a little bit, and real happy he's getting a chance to manage. But yeah, it was fun to be around, just see them, and it's like a little bit of nostalgia. It's almost feel like you're on the wrong side of the locker room sometimes, but yeah, it was fun to get to compete against those guys.
You are 29 years of age. You've been around this game for a while now, whether as a college player or as a professional baseball player. You're also at that stage. I'm not pushing you out by any stretch of imagination, but I get the feeling from being around you and watching you conduct yourself that this is a way of life for you, that you really think, is baseball going to be your future, whether it's as a player or as a coach?
Yeah, it's definitely something that I feel like you grow into, and I've talked to some of the younger guys where this might be their first year in AA, and they're still getting used to the off season, the wives, the girlfriends, and how they go about their life as a professional baseball player. Then you get to where I'm at, and it's not about learning how to do it. It's who you are. your off-season routine, your day in, day out of the ballpark. It really becomes your personality of who you are. This is what you do, and you're going to do your day-to-day business to do everything you can to get better at it and stay doing it is the hard part. So, it's definitely something I've considered. What's next for me, coaching. I do a lot of instruction back home in Pittsburgh. I own a facility, and I just grew up in the game. Now I'm an adult in the game, and it just feels like it's a part of me that I never want to lose now.
And now we talk about your play on the field so far this season. The bat, as of late, has really started to pick up. Had the home run the other day, Tuesday morning. Just swinging a really good bat as of late. What's been clicking? What have you been working on that's really kind of helped with that success lately?
Yeah, just starting to get comfortable. I feel like, being here, I was kind of pushing the numbers a little bit early on, and you'll talk to a lot of players. You learn real quick. You can't play for numbers in this game. It's too big of a bear on your shoulders when you're looking at the stats every day. So just gotta get comfortable, see pitches, and do what I do. Obviously, I've been doing it long enough to know when I'm at my best, and feel like I'm putting together good at bats and just making sure I'm on time for fastballs.
We were talking with the skipper yesterday and talking about a couple of guys who have had to have some patience in order to be successful this year. Talking about Madison Stokes, Nick Podkul, McCarthy Tatum, another one, who have had some peaks and valleys. The first two guys had to actually be on the development list before they got the opportunity. But especially for a guy like McCarthy Tatum, who started out well, had a bad tailspin, hit a home run in the New Hampshire series, and we were kidding with Tyler Henson about it. You could actually see the weight of the world go off his shoulders as he got around the bases. Those kind of moments are exactly what you're talking about. Learning how to accept the failure that comes with this game as much as with the success.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game is, you see it at the big league level with Trey Turner the other day. I'm watching that game and you just go like, good for that guy. A guy that's getting booed earlier in the game. The Twitter wasn't great either. Then all of a sudden, one swing, one homer, and it's the moments in baseball that everyone's been through where you're like, yeah, good. Now let that guy go play. For Tatum, it's the same thing. And Stokes earlier in the year, conversation I was had with those guys is, the longer you're around, the more you see it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the more you learn to deal with it, work, go about your business, the more the game's just the game, and you let those moments not weigh on you too much.
This catching group here in Reading, it's been the three of you, Cody Roberts, and Herbert Iser together all season long, and it's a very experienced catchers group too. Obviously, Cody coming from another Eastern League team in the Bowie Bay Sox, but how's that camaraderie been between the three of you guys? How do you guys kind of all work off of each other day in and day out?
Yeah, they've been great. So it's one of the things that you either get lucky or don't, where if you have a good catching room or you don't, especially in the minor leagues where, the days I'm not catching, then I'm catching some bullpens, or who's doing the bullpen at night. So Iser's been awesome, picking up a lot of that, helping me, hey, if I'm catching 2-3 games in a row, hey, Max, take some time, or I'll get most of that. Cody's awesome, too, just in the dugout, talking about hitters. He was in this league last year. He's familiar with a lot of guys. So, yeah, anytime you have guys working together, you're going to get the best out of the position, the pitcher. So anything I can do to help those guys, I try and go out of my way. But they've been awesome to be around and work with.
If you're listening to the Reading Fightin Phillies Radio Network, we're a few moments away from first pitch at 6:45. You're watching us on Facebook Live. This is the pregame show brought to you by Mike's Sandwich Shop here in the Stadium District. Our guest is Reading Phillies catcher Max McDowell. Max, you mentioned you're a Pittsburgh guy. A couple of weeks ago in the Altoona series, they have a very promising position that you are familiar with, the catcher in Henry Davis. There was a scenario in which you threw a seed and threw out a base runner, and Henry Davis was at bat. I created this whole scenario on the air where you were walking back with your mask down and you said, "That's how it's done, kid." Please tell me that didn't just happen in my mind and it actually happened at home plate.
Yeah, we'll keep those things on the field, So, but it was fun to see. He's a good player, so excited for his future.
And it feels like the base running game is something that you've really excelled at this year too. It seems like even when you're not getting guys out, most of those throws are on the money. One hop, maybe they're a tad late, but they're right on the money. What goes in behind the scenes to get yourself to a point where when a runner steals, you're confident you're going to make a throw and give your middle infielder a chance to get that out?
Yeah, it was a big thing we worked on spring, and it was actually fun to pick JT's mind, one of the best in baseball doing it. And my big thing for me I learned was it's okay to bounce some throws, and something I've kind of incorporated this year a little more where, you're better off bouncing it, putting it on bag than maybe missing a little high. So it's something I just picked from him, but yeah, it's something we've been working on. I'm doing okay, but I'm not exactly thrilled with how I'm throwing it yet either, so there's always room for improvement. But yeah, it's definitely something we want to control, and anytime you can throw a guy out, it's obviously probably the best thing to do behind the plate is the position.
You mentioned that in talking with JT Realmuto. You are on the Phil's 40-man roster, so that dream is still very much alive for you. If the opportunity presents itself, that phone call could bring Max McDowell to Philadelphia at any moment in time. And that dream is still very much alive for you to get that call that allows you to get to the major leagues.
Exactly. That's why you do it. So that's why we're here. That's why you work every day, and that's what gets you out of bed in the morning. So, yeah, hopefully one day the call comes, and I'll be ready when it does.
That's one for me, kind of as we look ahead to tonight's game. Tyler Phillips gets the ball tonight. Bit of a rocky outing last time out. 2 times ago here, he was excellent. 5 perfect innings. Picked up the win in that victory for the Fightin Phils. What can we expect to see from Tyler tonight? Obviously, we've seen him a lot this year, but take fans a little bit behind the scenes. What's that repertoire look like? What's it like to work with a guy like Tyler Phillips?
Yeah, he's been really good, and even his bad outings just feel like they're all just like one pitch that there were some bad things go his way. So he's going to come out here, attack hitters, plus sinker, plus curveball, really good slider. So for him, it's just about attacking, being in zone, making sure he's making guys put it in play. But yeah, I expect a good outing. He's been really good at bouncing back this year, so I'd expect a good outing from him.
Max, we'll leave you with this hard-pressing question. You mentioned, again, you're a Pittsburgh guy. Pittsburgh has its own set of dialect when you go into Mike's Sandwich Shop. Are you going to order a slice of pizza, or are you going to order a cut of pizza when you walk into a sandwich shop?
Yeah, it's a slice for me, yeah.
We asked Taylor Lehman that. He said the same thing. What happened to all you Pittsburgh guys? I thought it was a cut.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one, so. There's a bunch of Pittsburgh stuff, but yeah, some of the stuff we're not even aware of that we do, but yeah, slice for me.
All right, very good. Mike's Sandwich Shop is the place. Max McDowell is the man behind the plate for the Fightin Phils. He's got the night off. Phils and Harrisburg Senators coming your way, and the Reading Fightin Phils Radio Network coming your way. We'll have a starting lineup and first pitch right after this. International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium, Game 3 of a 6-game stand between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Harrisburg Senators. Senators have won the first 2 of the series. They are now 21-19 overall. With the loss last night, the Fightin Phils fall to 15-25. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. America's Classic Ballpark and the Fightin Phils going after one another tonight and with the Harrisburg Senators as the Phils try to reverse their fortunes and try to put themselves together a winning streak. Phils have still yet to win more than 2 in a row in 2023. We take a look now at our starting lineups for the Harrisburg Senators. They're brought to you by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Robert Hassel right back in the leadoff spot. In fact, manager Delano DeShields has the same 5 in his first 5 in the batting order for the 3rd straight game. Robert Hassel leading off. He's in center field tonight. JT Arruda is at second base. Blake Rutherford is the DH tonight. He's batting 3rd. Donovan Casey, the cleanup hitter, is in right field. Frankie Tostada, who had a grand slam last night, is at first base and batting 5th. Jack Dunn is at batting 6th and at 3rd base. Batting 7th is left fielder Yasel Antuna. Batting 8th is Onyx Vega, making his Senators debut tonight. And batting 9th is Jackson Clough. The shortstop, they'll be taking on right-handed pitcher Tyler Phillips for the Fightins.
Tyler Phillips making his 8th appearance of the year, 7th start overall. He's 1-3 with a 5.85 ERA, 32 1/3 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed, 13 walks, 27 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 282 against him, but those numbers don't tell the overall story because you look at his last start, 9 earned runs, 9 hits over 4 innings of work. Really inflated Phillips' numbers, but you take out last start, he's been a lot better than his numbers show.
And so we are underway. The Reading Phils playing as the Reading Keystones tonight on a throwback Thursday night. Phils in the all-white uniforms with the blue trim and the Reading Keystone logo on their lapel. And the second pitch to Robert Hassel after Phillips misses the first is fouled out of play. Robert Hassel at .319 on the season for the Senators. 5 doubles, a triple, no home runs, and 5 RBIs. He's 4 for 8 so far in the series. 1-1 pitch coming from Phillips is just outside for a ball. The defense behind Tyler Phillips, Carlos De La Cruz is in left field tonight. Johan Rojas, as usual, is in center. Ethan Wilson is in right. Nick Podko gets the start at first base. Oliver Dunn at second. Madison Stokes at short. And Matthew Kroon is at third. Cody Roberts behind the plate for Tyler Phillips, who misses again outside. 2 pitches in a row, pretty much at the exact same spot. Phillips falls behind the leadoff hitter Hassel, 3 balls and a strike. He's back with a pitch that is fouled at the plate, and now the count is full. Hassel, just 21 years of age. He's the number 2 prospect in the Washington Nationals organization. Drafted by the San Diego Padres in a first-round overall in 2020. Beats this one into the ground and off his foot and foul. Again, he was part of the Juan Soto trade last year between the Nationals and the San Diego Padres. Of course, Juan Soto and Josh Bell both going in that trade to the Padres. Went all the way to the National League Championship before falling to the Phillies. As this one is fouled again out of play, Hassel stays alive. He was one of 5 prospects, was Robert Hassel, who was in that trade. And there was a lot of debate after that trade was over with as to who got the best of the trade because of the prospects that the Nationals were able to obtain for Soto. 3-2 pitch is grounded softly to second. Oliver Dunn up with it on a hop and fires to first base in time for out number 1.
Not really evident mostly, but really tough hop to Oliver Dunn at second. He was charging, kind of had to sit back, took an awkward in-between hop. He did a nice job of kind of funneling it towards his hip, brought it up with his glove, and then fired a strike to Podko at first. But those are the plays that are tough that really don't get noticed as much.
That'll bring up JT Arruda. Arruda, a switch hitter, one of 6 players in the Senators lineup tonight who will bat from the left-hand side against Phillips. And he fouls a second straight pitch off, so Phillips quickly works ahead of JT Arruda. No balls and 2 strikes. Arruda just 1 for 9 in the series so far, and Tyler Phillips has the ball. He's ready to go. Working quickly on the 0-2 count. This one lifted into left field. Carlos De La Cruz will get his first chance in left field, and he'll squeeze it for the easy out right by the foul line. 2 up, 2 down here in the first.
De La Cruz getting just his 4th start of the year in left field, 5th overall in the outfield, had 1 in center field a couple of weeks back, but with the release of Garrett Whitley today, Reading a bit thinner in the outfield spot, so De La Cruz moves to left for today.
Blake Rutherford back through the middle. Dunn will backhand it, knock it down, and that's as much as he could have done. It would have been a tough play even to get back up and throw out Rutherford. That'll be a base hit for Rutherford. That's his 6th hit of this series. He's a 2-out base runner now in the first.
It's another one of those cases where the ball's not hit particularly hard off the bat from Rutherford, but puts it in the right spot. Done a valiant effort, but even if he gets that, still a very difficult play to make.
So I'll bring up the cleanup hitter Donovan Casey. He's 2 for 7 in the series. So Rutherford takes his lead off of first, and Casey comes up empty on the first pitch. Our EPAW weather consulting game time temperature 67 degrees. Breeze blowing at about 6 to 8 miles an hour. EPAW source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and northern and eastern Maryland. Phillips with the 0-1 pitch, tries to get him to chase on the outside, and Casey lays off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Donovan Casey hitting at just 180 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs, but he has been the cleanup hitter throughout this series so far for the Senators. Again with a check swing, and again he lays off a pitch that's low, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. Takes a look back at Rutherford. Takes a second look back. And now comes with his pitch. Swing and a miss as Casey out front. And now Phillips has the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jake said Tyler Phillips struggled in his last start at Somerset. He was outstanding in the start before that here in Reading against New Hampshire. This one lifted into right field. Ethan Wilson has it sized up, squeezes it for the 3rd and final out of the first. For the Senators in the top, no runs, a hit. There were no errors and 1 man left. We'll come back to America's Classic Ballpark. The Fightin' Phils will bat for the first time in a 0-0 tie.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
Here is the Golden Oaks landscaping lineup for Al Padrique's Reading Keystone tonight. Madison Stokes again leading off at shortstop. Carlos De La Cruz is in left field, as we talked about a moment ago. Johan Rojas batting 3rd. Matthew Kroon in the cleanup spot tonight. Ethan Wilson bats 5th. Batting 6th is Nick Podkul. Batting in the 7th spot is Oliver Dunn. McCarthy Tatum back in the lineup tonight. He's batting 8th and is the designated hitter. And Cody Roberts bats 9th for the Phils. And Madison Stokes grounds 1 to 2nd. JT Arruda up with it and gets the out number 1 as the Phils face left-handed pitcher Alimo Hernandez for the Senators.
For Hernandez, with just Harrisburg this year, it's his 3rd start, 0-1, a 2 ERA. 9 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .200 against him. He's got an interesting story that we'll kind of dive into as we move throughout the broadcast tonight.
Carlos De La Cruz now will bat. He swings at the first pitch, hits it in the hole. Going to be a long throw for Jackson Clough, and he does make the throw. Clough's had a couple of opportunities on that similar type of play in this series and was off line with the throws. That one on the money, and De La Cruz has a hit taken away from him.
So Hernandez started with the Blue Rocks, Wilmington Blue Rocks this year, solely as a reliever. Comes to Harrisburg, becomes a starter, goes 4 innings, 5 innings. So he's pretty stretched out at this point. But it's kind of what came before the Nationals organization that stands out the most. And he spent 2019, 20, 21, and 22 in the Mexican Pacific Winter League. Has not played affiliated baseball since 2019 in the Dodgers organization.
Johan Rojas faces him now, and he falls behind Rojas. 2 balls and no strikes. Johan kind of snapped out of a little bit of a funk last night with a couple of hits. 2 for 8 now in the series. 2-0 pitch to him. Is up high, and now it's 3 balls and no strikes to Rojas, hitting at .274 on the season. 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. .3-0 pitch, way up high, and Johan Rojas is a base runner. Hernandez in 9 innings so far with the Senators, 5 strikeouts and 4 walks. And he was in Wilmington to begin the season. And 4 games, but no starts. In 10 innings, he struck out 8 and walked only 1. So the walk ratio has increased his time in Harrisburg as he faces Matthew Kroon now. Kroon had a 2-run home run last night, his only hit in the series, average at .289, 3 home runs and 20 RBIs as he steps in, and the first pitch to him is a called strike. Rojas takes a good-sized lead off of first, now inches a little bit further out, and another breaking ball that is up high to Kroon, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hernandez this past winter was 4-4 with a .279 ERA over 11 starts. Not a big strikeout guy, just 24 strikeouts over 51 2/3 innings pitched with Jalisco in the Mexican Winter League.
Comes with the pickoff attempt. Rojas, of course, leads the Fightins in stolen bases with 13. At the plate right behind him, and Matthew Kroon also high in the stolen base category. 2 really base stealing threats that the Fightins have. And a good sized lead again for Rojas. 1-1 pitch coming to Kroon. Rojas takes off, and Kroon will find green grass in the outfield. Rojas will take a turn and hold up. The ball in left field, and Yasel Antuna on top of it. Johan Rojas made him hustle, and then put on the brakes. It's 1st and 2nd, and 2 down for the Phils.
Just one last look here at Hernandez. In 2019, that winner, 1.78 ERA out of the bullpen, but really struggled the ensuing couple of years. But then it was this past winter where he looked really good. That sub-3 ERA as a starter that prompted the Nationals to go out and sign him.
So they'll bring up Ethan Wilson, 2 on, 2 out. Now time is called by Hernandez. Ethan Wilson snapped a 7 for 46 skid with a base hit last night in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And hoping to carry that over now as he steps in and facing the left-hander. Hernandez misses with a ball. Ethan's batting average now down to .280 on the year, 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. It's red hot a couple weeks ago, has cooled off considerably. 1-0 pitch, both runners take off, swing and a miss, they'll throw down to third, and not in time. Johan Rojas, Matthew Kroon will both steal a base. Now it's 2nd and 3rd.
You know what Al Padrica has wanted for so long, get a few guys on and just get the wheels turning. Finally did that there, let his fastest guy, Johan Rojas, lead the way. Team leading 14th stolen base this year for Johan Rojas. Kroon, who's just behind him in that category with number 10.
Wilson now with 2 men in scoring position. And the 1-1 pitch to him is over for a called strike as Hernandez comes to the breaking ball. And Wilson takes it for a strike.
Remember, Rojas was also running on Kroon's base hit, so it looked like either a stolen base or hit and run was in order too on that pitch.
1-2 pitch is way inside, almost hit him. Wilson spins out of the way at the last second. Now the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes sun-filled skies, wind blowing a little bit in right now from left field as it was at the beginning of last night's game, but then the winds changed in all kinds of directions over the course of the game last night when we played through some rain showers at times. Now Wilson calls timeout. Paul Romer, our home plate umpire, gives it to him.
But he gave him time, and then Romer squats into his position like the pitch was coming. So if the pitch was thrown, you have to think it's a no pitch. He called time already.
Correct. So it's 2-2 now to Wilson. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Phils in the first. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We've got 1 complete in Baseball Town. The score, Harrisburg nothing, Reading nothing.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Top of the second inning in a scoreless tie. Harrisburg Senators to the plate. Frankie Tostado, Jack Dunn, and Yasel Antuna to face Tyler Phillips in inning number 2 for the Senators. Tostado 2 for 7 on the series so far. Tostado had the whole enchilada last night with the grand slam, and that one pretty much changed the complexion of the game. It was 3-2 Senators at the time, and that grand slam made it a 7-2 game. This one tapped towards first. Nick Podkel will take the play and make the play all by his lonesome. 1 up, 1 down here in the second.
Lots of weak contact induced tonight by Tyler Phillips. That's what you like to see after surrendering a lot of hard hits last week, including 3 home runs to the Somerset Patriots. So Philly has made some adjustments. It's definitely working early. See if we can keep it up.
That'll bring up Jack Dunn. Dunn did not play in last night's game, went 1 for 2 in Tuesday's morning's game. That, too, included a home run. One of his second home run of the season. First pitch to him is a ball. Phillips quickly comes back with another that's low for a ball. Harrisburg was last in the Eastern League in home runs coming into this series, but they've hit 5. And there's been a thorn in the side of the Fightin Phil's pitching staff throughout the year. They are first in the Eastern League, or last in the Eastern League, depending on your perspective, in home runs surrendered with 61 home runs. Binghamton is second with 48, so they're not just last in the Eastern League in home runs surrendered. They have surrendered a whole lot more. Harrisburg among the leaders in home runs given up with 31, almost twice the Phils have given up in terms of home runs surrendered. 2-2 pitch, and that's low ball 3. Dunn 340 on the season. A couple of doubles to go along with those 2 home runs. Distributed 3 of his 6 RBIs on the season in this series as well. 3-2 pitch to it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Tyler Phillips. 2 down here in the second.
Like you said, first strikeout, pulled the string on Jack Dunn, who was sitting fastball. Phillips goes off speed and gets Dunn to swing through it. Nice job by Phillips. 2 quick outs here in the second.
We'll bring up Yasel Antuna. Antuna went 0 for 4 in last night's game. And first pitch from Tyler Phillips is over for a called strike. So Phillips working quickly and pretty effectively in terms of balls and strikes to this point in time in the game. And comes back with a pitch that's just off the outside corner. It's 1-1. Paul Romer, as we said, is calling balls and strikes tonight. Pete Talkington, the umpire at first base. Jae Young Kim at third. This one tapped towards second. Oliver Dunn again up with it on a couple of hops and throws it out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Senators in the second. Tyler Phillips looking pretty effective so far through 2, as the Phils will come to the plate when we come back in the bottom half of the second inning in a scoreless tie.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay?
Fightin' Phillies to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania. Nick Podko will lead it off for the Fightins. He'll be followed by Oliver Dunn and McCarthy Tatum in the bottom half of the second inning. Podko at .333 on the season in terms of batting average, highest on the team. 1 for 4 in Tuesday's opening series, and after a 6 for 15 road trip to Somerset. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. This one lifted into right field. Going to be a long run for Donovan Casey to the wall. It will not get there. Hops off the fence. Nick Podko will roll into second base with a lead-off double, and he stays hot.
All the guy does is get on base. 13 in a row now for Nick Podko. That sits one shy of the team high this year, which is the guy that's coming up now. Not an active streak, but done recently. 14-game on-base streak. But Podko, another double, raises that .333 average, hitting .343 over his last 10, .368 last 5. He is red hot right now.
That'll bring up Oliver Dunn, who was 2 for 3 in last night's game. And first pitch to him, big swing, no contact for Dunn. Dunn and Ethan Wilson, the only left-handed hitters that Al Padrique, well, he's got another now with Herbert Iser now off the development list. He's got 3 left-handers available, 2 of them in the lineup tonight. As Podko takes his lead off of first, Hernandez takes a look back, comes with his 0-1 pitch, curveball that's inside, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's Our Phils team leaders brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Yana Arias. Oliver Dunn back in the lead column in the RBI total with 23. Chance to add to that if he can bring Nick Podko around with nobody on here in the second. 1-1 pitch is low. You can touch base with the Johanna Arias at 484-554-9969 or by email at johanna.arias@myccmortgage.com. Mortgage loan officer Johanna Arias bringing us our Phils team leaders tonight. This one grounded towards the first baseline and foul. That's what Oliver Dunn is thinking right now, is to somehow or another pull the ball and get Podko to third base with only 1 out. He's now in a 2 balls and 2 strikes count after that foul ball. Dunn at .275 on the season, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs. Swing and a miss here. He comes up empty. And frustration as he walks back to the dugout after the first out here in the second.
Well, it's another guy at the plate in Tatum who's playing red-hot baseball so far. He had a 3-hit performance on Tuesday, hits in his last 6. over that span, 455 with 8 RBI for Tatum. So no better time than now to keep that hot streak going.
Tatum at 256 overall in the season. First pitch to him is inside, and McCarthy has literally a peaks and valleys season. He started out fine. He was batting cleanup early on in the season, then went stone cold for a while, and then finally was able to snap out of it at the tail end of the New Hampshire series, and then carried it over to that series at Somerset. As Jake said, stands at a 6-game hitting streak as he stands at the plate right now. 1-0 pitch to him is way inside, almost hit him.
Looks like it did.
Hit him in the foot. So McCarthy, Tatum is on base. 2 on now and 1 out.
I feel like our Phils have been getting hit by a lot of pitches this week.
They are indeed. I'll bring up the 9-hole hitter and Cody Roberts. Cody getting a start at catcher tonight. Pre-game show tonight out on the plaza. Presented by Mike's Sandwich Shop. We had a chance to spend some time with Max McDowell, along with Herbert Iser, the 3 men available to catch for the Phils and play some other positions. Roberts has also played right field in this season as he takes the first pitch from Hernandez inside for a ball. So spot here for the Phils to jump out on top. 2 on, 1 out, bottom half of the second inning. Roberts with 7 RBIs in the season, a couple home runs to go along with it. Takes this one for a called strike 1.
I was going to say, probably we'll see Roberts get some right field action. We said a thin outfield right now for the Fightin' Phils, so carrying 3 catchers, a chance to get them in. Roberts plays some outfield too.
1-1 pitch driven into left field. Yantuna goes back, still goes back, and will make the catch. Podkill went about halfway, so he'll have to scramble back. As Cody Roberts hit it, but not hit it far enough, and Antuna gathers it in. That's 2 down here in the second.
Podkill halfway, that's the right decision too with 1 out. That ball is over the head of Antuna and left. Podkill easily scores. If the foot stays on the bag, it's still a tough tag situation. Strong throw from Antuna totally gets him out. So definitely the right decision having him halfway. You still have the guy in scoring position for another good hitter in Stokes.
Stokes grounded out his first time up as the lineup flips around now for the Phils here in the second. First pitch to Madison Stokes is up and in. Madison at 269 coming into tonight's game. Now 2 for 8 in the series after grounding out the first time up. Team leader in doubles with 10. This one tapped towards third. It's going to be a fair ball and a race to the bag that will be won by Jack Dunn, and that'll retire the Phils here in the second. It cannot capitalize after the leadoff double by Nick Podkill. No runs in the inning, 1 hit, 2 left, 2 complete, and it remains Harrisburg nothing, Reading nothing at America's Classic Ballpark.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
We head to the bottom of the third here at FirstEnergy Stadium alongside my broadcast partner Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool, listening to Reading Fightin' Phillies Radio Network, and we welcome those fans watching as well on Valley Live and on the MILB Television Network as Onyx Vega steps into the plate for the Senators and lines one into left field. And Carlos de la Cruz will slide in and make the catch ankle high and take Onyx Vega to the dugout with the out. Vega making his Harrisburg Senators debut tonight and almost was batting 1,000, but Carlos de la Cruz just says no.
That's another impressive play. It goes down as an F7 in the scorebook, but for someone like De La Cruz, who hasn't played left a ton this season, good first beat on the ball, great read, and able to make a nice catch.
That'll bring up Jackson Clough. Clough changed this game around last night with a 2-run home run. The Phils were leading 2-1 at the time of his 2-run home run. His third home run of the year. He's hitting at just 177. First pitch to him is a ball. The second one is fouled down the third baseline. Tyler Phillips right back and ready to go with the pitch, and just misses. Now it's 2 balls and a strike to Clough. Top of the order, and Robert Hassel in the on-deck circle for the Senators here in the third. Scoreless tie to this point. Phillips comes with the 2-1 pitch. It's over for a called strike. Clough doesn't think so. Does a little barking at Paul Romer, the home plate umpire. Tyler Phillips comes with his 2-2 pitch. That's awfully close and just misses, and it's 3-2.
Very close. That's one. There's been a few borderline this at bat.
3-2 pitch. Checks his swing, and it's strike 3. Clough will argue some more as Tyler Phillips gets the strikeout, his second.
Yeah, Clough not very happy, but look, Tyler Phillips hitting his spots. That's the thing when you're a pitcher. When you're working quickly and you're hitting the mitt, umpires are more likely than not going to give you the benefit of the doubt when you're hitting the mid each time. Catcher's not moving it, you're going to get those calls, even if it may be a hair off the plate.
So that'll bring up Robert Hassel. Hassel will call time before because Phillips has it. And again, Tyler working very, very quickly.
He's on the mound ready to go. Was waiting for Hassel to step in.
Hassel grounded out to second base his first time up. Swing and a miss. This is more of the Tyler Phillips we have become accustomed to seeing, and the one we saw in his last outing, where he was perfect through 5 innings. Check swing here, and it's over for a called strike. So he's quickly ahead of Hassel now, no balls and 2 strikes. Pitching and throwing with confidence right now is Tyler Phillips. 0-2 pitch. Bounces that one up there. Shook Cody Roberts off there. Decided to come with a breaking ball, but bounced it up there. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Hassel. Comes another breaking ball. This one rolled softly. Dunn again, full extension, up with it, and throws in time. A brilliant defensive play by Oliver Dunn to take a base hit away from the speedy Robert Hassel, and that'll retire the Senators in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2.5 complete. It remains scoreless between Harrisburg and Reading.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group
Welcome back to FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading Fightin Phil's Harrisburg Senators in a scoreless tie as Reading comes to the plate here in the bottom half of the third. Carlos De La Cruz, Johan Rojas, and Matthew Kroon due up for the Fightins here in the third inning. No runs, a hit, and no errors for Harrisburg. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Phils so far as Carlos De La Cruz leads off. I'm joined in the booth from Alvernia University by Sarah Mattarella. Sarah, Alvernia University, one of the sponsors, not only here at the ballpark on a regular basis, but also a little added attraction tonight. Going to throw some fireworks our way tonight, are we not? And from thanks and courtesy to Alvernia University.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us as well. We're very glad to be here and glad to be partners for a little over a decade. So happy to sponsor the fireworks as well.
Carlos De La Cruz, a little slow roller that bounces over the pitcher and cannot be fielded by JT Arruda. Would have been a tough play either way, and De La Cruz will lead it off for the Phils with a base hit. I'll bring up Johan Rojas. What is it about connecting with the Reading Fightin Phils that makes it work for Alvernia?
I think it's great to get any person in any aspect involved with Alvernia, whether you're a prospective student trying to get a feel for the Reading area, whether you're an alumni trying to get back engaged with Alvernia, or if you're just a student bringing your family to town, traveling in, traveling out. I think it's great in all areas.
First pitch to Johan Rojas is over for a called strike. Alvernia now University. It's still hard for me to remember to say Alvernia University. It's even harder for me to remember to say Golden Wolves because I still remember saying Crusaders for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it's a change for a lot of people for sure.
They do things like that just to mess up with people like me. Here's Johan Rojas driving one into center field. Robert Hassel will catch that without a problem for out number 1. But it has been an unbelievable growth for Alvernia University over the course of the last several years. And now quite literally doubling the size in terms of 2 campuses now with the college town in downtown Reading, which I know is a very exciting piece of the puzzle for Alvernia moving forward.
Absolutely, and I kind of have an interesting perspective. I was a student in 2020, right when we did the rebrand, right before college town hit the ground running. Now I'm a full-time employee after graduating with my master's, so I've been able to see a lot of that growth as it's been happening.
So when you began at Alvernia 4 years prior to all of that, would you have any vision of that little college becoming how big it has become and continues to be now that you've become a full-time employee?
Honestly, I think I kind of did, because all of the leaders, whether it be President Loyak or Dr. Rodney Ridley, who is the COO of the OPAIC Institute, they had this big visionary mindset and project, and they really conveyed it so well and had everyone buy in, including myself. So I was able to see a little bit of it, but we definitely surpassed a lot of that growth that I thought would happen in the last couple of years, and for sure.
You've also at Alvernia have had a number of alumni who have come up big in terms of financial contributions back and have certainly helped to grow the campus as well.
Absolutely. We just named our business school the new Heater School of Business. That was our largest alumni gift in the university's 65-year history, so very blessed for all the experiences we'll be able to give our students through that donation, and of course give back to the alum and bring everyone together in that way as well.
Matthew Kroon's batting for the Fightin Phils. He's going to line one into left field and will be snared by Yasel Antuna. And so the Senators take one away, perhaps for Kroon. Looked like a line drive to start, but run down by Antuna for 2 outs now here in the bottom half of the third inning. And since we are at a baseball game, we do have to bring up the fact that there's a pretty good baseball program at Alvernia University. Yogi Lutz, who's been their head coach for like 1,000,000 years and has won like 1,000,000 games on top of everything else. But also a pretty significant moment not too long ago, Wade Miller, who not only pitched at Alvernia, but also pitched in the major leagues for a number of years, was just inducted to the Berks County Hall of Fame, but he had a very successful run in Major League Baseball pitching for a couple of years, and a proud aspect of the Alvernia University baseball program at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just another way to get connected with the Reading Fightin Phils here through our own athletic program as well.
Ethan Wilson with a little bloop that falls into center field, and that'll be a base hit for Ethan Wilson. So 2 on now and 2 outs for the Phils. Phils continue to get men on base, now looking to get one across in what is still a scoreless tie. And Nick Podkol, who got a double his last time up, will step to the plate now with a chance instead to try to drive one in here for the Phils. Again, nothing at this stage of the game, bottom half of the third inning. And the Phils trying to draw first blood. taking on Alimo Hernandez for the Senators. And that one bounced up there. Nice play by the catcher, Onyx Vega, to keep it in front of him. Crisp, cool night, but a good night to stick around for some fireworks.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
You don't get, even though you're as a sponsor, you don't get to get out there and set any off, do you?
No, I don't, but it is nice to see.
I can tell by the look on your face that you want to.
I'm more so looking forward to posting the pictures of it afterwards.
All right, very good. You just had that look on your face like, man, I would love to go out there and set a couple of those off. I would, so I'm just saying, I just figured that I'm not the only one who's that silly to want to go out there and set a few of them off.
Probably be better off with you setting them off than me.
1-1 pitch to Podkul. This one ripped into left field. Turn and say goodbye. Some early fireworks as Nick Podkul puts one on the Seidel Auto Group deck, and it's a 3-0 lead for the Reading Fightin' Phils. Good job, Sarah. You got the Phils some runs by stepping into the booth. We thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
At least I can provide those fireworks and not the others.
Nick Podkul with the home run, his third of the season. RBIs number 11, 12, and 13. And the Phils do get the runs first in this one. They lead it 3-0. Still 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Oliver Dunn. First pitch to him is over for a called strike one. So Nick Podkul getting the start tonight at first base with Carlos De La Cruz moving to left field. Continue to find a spot for Podkul in the lineup, and he continues to make manager Al Padrique look like that much of a smarter man than he already is by putting him and finding a spot for him in the lineup. And Podkul makes it pay off. First the double, and now the 3-run home run that has the Phils on top. Curveball and a good one for Oliver Dunn. That's taken for a called strike 3. That'll do it for the Phils here in the third. They do put 3 across on the home run by Nick Podkul. Sarah Mattarella from Alvernia University, we thank you for stopping by. We thank you for your sponsorship with the Reading Fightin' Phils, and look forward to seeing you back here at the ballpark real soon.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Looking forward to many years in the future with the Fightin' Phils as well.
We appreciate that. We'll take a timeout back on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network with more after this.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys.
Tyler Phillips back on the mound for the fourth, now with a lead to work with. And now it's time for me to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Jake Starr. Will take over play-by-play.
Thank you very much, Bob. Fightin' Phils have the lead. First pitch of the inning is dealt to JT Arruda. He lifts one off the top of the fence in right field. Wilson fields it off a hop and throws a strike to first base, but Arruda will be in there with a feet-first slide. So one pitch, and it's a leadoff double for JT Arruda to start the inning, and that'll bring up Blake Rutherford. Rutherford is 1 for 1 tonight with a single. So Fightin' Phils have the lead here in the top half of the fourth inning. 3-0 after Nick Podkul's home run. Pitch in is just outside for a ball to Rutherford. Counts 1-0. Phillips peers into the man on second and JT Arruda. Nothing away here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. At the knees for a called strike. Count is 1-1. Tyler Phillips strong so far through 3 innings of work. Just 2 hits allowed, no runs given up yet. Comes set at the belt. Here's back at second. Here's the 1-1. Swing a line drive towards left. That's down for a base hit. De La Cruz fields it and left quickly, so they'll hold up Arruda at third. Gets the throw to the cutoff man, Kroon, the third baseman. So back-to-back base hits for Harrisburg. Puts runners on the corners with no outs for Donovan Casey.
I suppose somebody gets Blake Rutherford out, but it hasn't been so far the Fightins. That's his 7th hit of this series. 7 for 11 so far.
Hot series for Ruff the third. Donovan Casey will step in. Time called immediately, given to Casey, as we've talked about. Phillips very quick, wants to get the ball back and work quickly. Bit of a jam here. Runners on the corners. Infield will play back to turn 2. Reading holding a 3-0 lead. First pitch. Line drive towards first. It skips by Nick Podkul in the right field for a base hit. Scoring is Arruda. 3-1 the score. Reading leads. Rutherford up to second. That's 3 straight base hits surrendered by Phillips. 3-1. Reading leads. Men on first and second now.
Give Casey some credit. He's hitting just a $180 as he stands in there. But as I said in his first at bat, they've run him out there in the cleanup spot every game in this series, and he hasn't driven it much. But he sat on an outside fastball from Tyler Phillips and did exactly what you want him to do, and that's slap it the other way, and he gets himself a hit and an RBI.
Tostado steps in. First pitch to him. Down low for a ball. Counts 1-0.
It's a big spot here, though, for Tyler Phillips. We've talked to him about this. We had him on as our guest on the pregame show last homestand, and talking about that role of being a stopper. And that's what this is, trying to stop a losing streak, and you're playing with a lead here. Stop the run right now for the Senators.
1-0. Misses just outside for a ball. 2-0. Tostado is 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to first his first time up. That's from the left side with Marion on first and second. The pitch. Underneath it, popped in the air to the left side of the infield. Stokes back to the outfield grass. Infield fly rule is called. Stokes makes the catch for out number 1, and that'll bring Jack Dunn to the plate.
So that's the first one for Tyler Phillips. And now you can kind of get yourself composed a little bit, that now you're a ground ball away from getting this inning over with. But again, stop the bleeding now.
Dunn steps in from the right side, 0 for 1 tonight with the strikeout. First pitch, down and in for a ball, 1-0. Jack Dunn did not play last game, did play on Tuesday, was 1 for 2 with a home run. Had 3 stolen bases in the contest as well. The pitch, down low for a ball, count goes 2-0. Donovan Casey leads off first. Blake Rutherford off a second. 1 away, top of the 4th. Phillips set at the belt. 2-0. That one's in the air, hit well out towards center. Rojas races back, has it sized up, makes the catch. Tagging from second goes Rutherford. Throw will go to second. So Blake Rutherford off to third. Donovan Casey stays at first. 2 outs in the inning. Men on the corners for Yasel Antuna.
Dunn hit it hard, but he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. He hits it maybe the other way, and maybe the wind helps carry that out if he goes to right field with it. But hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark and to the right guy if you're the Phils, and that's Johan Rojas, who covers a lot of ground. But yet Rojas also made the right play, and that's to make the throw to second. Let the guy who tags up, he's going to get the third without a problem, but make sure Casey doesn't get the move up as well.
Antuna steps in, 0 for 1 tonight. Ground out the second his first time up. First pitch, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Antuna, the 23-year-old, was signed as a international free agent back in 2016 by the Nationals. 0-1, runner goes. Pitch is a ball, throw to second on a hop. Hits the runner, gets away from the second baseman Dunn, backed up, and that will score a run. Rutherford comes home. Donovan Casey in the second. We'll see what they officially rule it, whether it's a double steal or if it's a stolen base and a throwing error to score the run. Will go down as an error.
Yeah, they have to, because Rutherford was not breaking on the pitch, but once the ball hit the runner, then he took off for home.
Pitch is in there for a called strike. Officially goes down as an E2. Counts now 1-2. 2 outs to Yasel Antuna. Phillips looks to escape. Bit of a rough inning. Set it to belt. 1-2. Dropped the curveball in there, but it misses just inside for a ball. According to the home plate umpire Paul Romer, count goes 2-2. Onyx Vega awaits on deck should Antuna get on, the sixth batter of the inning. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, high chopper towards second. Dunn fields it belt high, throws the first in time. That will retire the side in the fourth. 2 runs in the inning for Harrisburg. They do it on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 left on base for the Senators. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 Fightin on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at Bottom of the fourth we go. 3-2 Fightin' Phils have the lead. Harrisburg notched 2 runs of its own in the top half of the inning. McCarthy Tatum steps in. First pitch to him is driven out towards center, but right to Hassel. And he'll get under it and make the catch for out number 1. 8-9-1 slated up this frame for the Fightin' against Harrisburg pitcher Alimo Hernandez. Hernandez, who allowed 3 runs in the bottom of the third, featured by a long 3-run home run from Nick Podkul. But it's Cody Roberts who steps in with 1 gone in the fourth. Hernandez kicks and deals. Gets the outside corner with the breaking pitch for a called strike, going 1. Roberts 0 for 1 tonight, flew out to left his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swinging a miss 0-2. First appearance of the series for Cody Roberts was 1 for 8 a week ago at Somerset. 1 hit included a home run over at TD Bank Ballpark in North Jersey. Here's the 0-2. In on the hands, jam shot, sliced towards foul territory to go out of play on the right side. The count stays 0-2. Reading split with the Patriots last week. Dropped 3 of the first 4, then won the last 2. Salvage a split. Here's the 0-2 to Roberts. Foul ball, same spot on the right side, out of play. Roberts steps back in for the right side. Even stance, works against the lefty, Alimo Hernandez. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, hit towards third. To his left goes Dunn, fields it, sets and throws across the diamond in time. for out number 2. So for the third time, back to the top to Madison Stokes. Stokes 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground balls, the last of which being an unassisted fielder's choice by the third baseman Jack Dunn to get out of the second inning. First pitch from Hernandez, outside for a ball. Count goes 1-0. Stokes overall a .264 hitter. Pair of home runs, 8 runs driven in. 1-0. Big looping curveball drops in for a called strike. Counts even at 1 apiece to Madison Stokes. Stokes, who hit both of his home runs this season on back-to-back nights, Saturday and Sunday. Last week at Somerset, pitch to Stokes is swung on a miss 1-2. Overall 5 for 20, 250 in the series at the Somerset Patriots. 1-2. Another breaking pitch and in the air towards center. Hassel dashes back under it to his left and will make the catch. And that will retire the side in the 4th. First time today, Elimo Hernandez sends the Fightins down in order. We go to the 5th, running up 3-2 on the Phillies Radio Network. Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sunsips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the Phillies will play as the Reading Keystones on all Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. For those listening on the radio, you see the standings in front of you right now. For those that are watching on MILB TV or Bally Live, you probably just saw it on your screen. The nightly edition of the vegetable race brings us to the top half of the 5th inning. 3-2 Fightin' Phil's lead. Onyx Vega, the 8-man, leads off against Tyler Phillips, whose first pitch is swung on a miss for a strike 0-1. But Carrot had the lead for probably about 95% of the race. But then Lettuce came from behind and clinched a win late. Next pitch from Phillips, slow roller towards third. Caroon scoops it, throws from the grass, and it's in time, out number 1. Shall we reveal the identity of said Carrot, or should we keep it anonymous because this is not his first blown lead of the season?
No, it's not his forte either. He has valiantly made an effort to win a race, but he is. You can't hide him. Whatever vegetable he is, he just can't get it done.
First pitch is a bunt from Jackson Clough. It rolls down the third base line. Kroon will let it roll, hoping it goes foul, but it's a perfect bunt that sits in the grass in fair territory. So it's a bunt single for Clough. That turns the lineup over. Nothing you can really do about that one if you're the Fightin' Phils. If you field it, you're not making a play. You might as well see if it rolls foul and play the odds.
Yeah, your only hope was somehow or another for that to hit some kind of bump or lump or grass and roll foul, but not on this field. It's not going to happen. Well-placed bunt, and especially with a left-hander in Clough, who's got good wheels, you were not going to throw him out. So Kroon, the only thing he could do, which is to try to hope it would roll foul.
First pitch to Robert Hassel inside for a ball, 1-0. Also with how well kept this field is. Shout out to Dan Dirt Douglas and the entire grounds crew for keeping this one of the most pristine fields in all of professional baseball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hassel takes it below the knees for a ball, 2-0. Hassel, the Nationals' number 2 ranked prospect, is 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of ground balls to second. Phillips and the Phils would love another one of those right here. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, swinging a ground ball back to Phillips. Only plays the first. Steps and throws. It's in time. So Clough moves to second on what was presumably a hit and run. 1-3 on the putout for JT Arruda.
Give Delano to Shields, the manager for the Senators. Again, he was a top of the order hitter through most of his career. So he's using putting guys in motion to his advantage in this game. And that puts a runner in scoring position on just a little one-hopper back to the pitcher's mound. It helped him in the last inning as well with the stolen base that ultimately was an error on the throw from catcher Cody Roberts that allowed a run to score.
Here's the pitch to Arruda. Takes it inside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0.
In a day and age of swing for the fences and hit home runs, there are other ways to put together innings and win ball games other than just waiting for the long ball.
Phillips deals. Outside for a ball, 2-0. JT Arruda 1 for 2 tonight. Fly out and a double his last time up in the 4th. Quickly ahead, 2-0 in the count against Tyler Phillips. Phillips set at the belt. Up here back at second and deal. At the knees for a called strike, 2-1. Phillips, a native of Lumberton, New Jersey, Bishop Eustis High School alum. Same high school as Arizona Diamondbacks ace Zach Gallen, who threw against the Phillies yesterday. 2-1 pitch. Inside corner for a called strike, 2-2. Phillies, of course, fell down 5-0 at first before battling back after Gallen left the game. Trey Turner tied the game in the 9th. Alec Bohm with a walk-off base hit. Now the count's 2-2 to Arruda. Phillips has battled back. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Count runs full.
Gallen was 2 years ahead of Tyler at Bishop Eustis High School, but Tyler's a very happy man to be in this Phillies organization for a couple of different reasons. One, he grew up a Phillies fan, but was not happy with the issues that he had in terms of his injury with Texas, and is very happy with how it's gone for him in his time with the Phillies organization.
3-2. Arruda tried to hold up, could not, and that is a strikeout. Punch out number 3 tonight for Tyler Phillips, and retires the side in the 5th. No runs for Harrisburg. They had a hit, and they leave one on base. We're halfway home for Baseball Town. 3-2 Fightin on the Phillies Radio Network. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, 3-2. Fightin' Phils have the lead. Jake Starr, Bob McCool. Thanks for joining us on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network. 2-3-4 up for the Fightins this inning. Carlos De La Cruz leads things off against Elimo Hernandez, the left-handed pitcher for Harrisburg tonight, who deals the first pitch home. And it's down low in the strike zone for a strike, 0-1. To De La Cruz. Here's the pitch. De La Cruz fouls it back to the left side. Count goes to 0-2. De La Cruz quickly down to the count, 0-2. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and De La Cruz is quickly punched out on strikes. Punch out number 4 tonight for Alimo Hernandez, and that'll bring Johan Rojas to the plate.
Please welcome our next key junior PA announcer, Jacob.
Rojas is 0 for 1 tonight. Walked and stole a base back in the first inning. Entered tonight a .274 hitter on the season. Couple of home runs, 17 RBI. First pitch to him, pulled the string, and it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Rojas in from the right side, slightly open stance. Here's the pitch. Another curveball, just outside for a ball. Count goes 1-1. Infield plays Rojas the pull to the left side. Right side of the infield is shaded over towards the second base bag. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Hit Rojas' bat again on the backswing. Second straight night we've seen that.
That's exactly right. You don't see that a whole lot. We've seen it 2 nights in a row where batter hit it twice in one swing.
So like De La Cruz, Rojas quickly down to 2 strikes. Counts 1-2 from Alimo Hernandez.
We talked about this last night, and you mentioned that Johan Rojas was spending a lot of time in batting practice, really going up the middle, and his 2 hits last night were both up the middle.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul to the left side. Count stays 1-2.
And for a lot of that with Johan Rojas is just containing that swing. When Johan is going bad, the swing gets too big, and just the concerted effort to make him swing easy like that.
1-2, line drive towards the right center gap. It'll split it and roll towards the wall. Rojas motoring towards second. Hope what the brakes on there is a nice job by Hassel to get the throw into the cutoff man. But nonetheless, it is a double for Johan Rojas, and that'll bring Matthew Kroon to the dish.
Timing is everything in life, Jake. Right as the doctor ordered, right back up the middle, finds a gap. Johan Rojas rolls into second with his 8th double of the season. Good to see him stroking the ball, hitting the ball hard back through the middle.
8th double of the season for Johan Rojas. He stands there with 1 out of the inning for Matthew Kroon. It looks like time is given to Hernandez as the pitch clock was running down. Gets the sign. Hernandez throws back at second, and Rojas back in diving.
This is a situation where one of the reasons why Reading has struggled. They have obviously scored a lot of runs. We've mentioned multiple times that they're a team that is leading the Eastern League in hitting, but they have not piled on. They've gotten leads at times, but they have not added on at opportune times like this. It was a 3-0 game. Now it's a 3-2 game. So this is an opportunity to add on rather than allow Harrisburg to come back and take the lead away from them.
After a slight pitch clock delay, Rojas leads off second. He'll go. First pitch to Kroon is inside for a ball, and it's dropped by the catcher Vega.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in the ballpark that didn't think that Johan Rojas was going. He was hopping, he was jumping, he was stepping. It was pretty obvious that he had every intentions of stealing the base, and he picks up another one, his 2nd one of the night.
Stolen base number 15 of the season.
But it's big because now he's at third base with 1 out, so a fly ball gets him home.
.1-0 pitch. Down low for a ball. Counts 2-0. Matthew Kroon is 1 for 2 tonight. A single and a fly out the left. Johan Rojas leads off of third. Infield up for the Senators with just 1 out. 2-0. In tight. Kroon has to high step out of the way of it. Counts 3-0.
Yeah, I think this is a pitch around. You got a left-handed hitter in Ethan Wilson in the on-deck circle. You got a solid bat. A guy who had a base hit his first time up in Matthew Kroon. Hit it hard his 2nd time up. I think this is an unintentional, intentional walk.
3-0. Curveball in there for a called strike. 3-1.
As he comes with a 3-0
well, no curveball. Intention of throwing a fastball, looks like.
Yeah, that's for sure. 3-0 curveball.
So Bowie up 1-0 on Akron, throwing a no-hitter. Bay Sox threw one last week, so worth keeping an eye on. 3-1. Kroon fouls it back. Counts 3-2.
That might have been ball 4. That was another breaking ball that was on the inner half of the plate. It might have been ball 4.
So 3-2 count, 1 out to Matthew Kroon. Fightin' Phil's lead by 1, bottom 5. Rojas leads off third. Here's the pitch. That one is ball 4. So Matthew Kroon works himself a 1-out walk. And that'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate in a big spot.
And a conversation at the mound. Nice play by Onyx Vega, by the way, on that pitch in the dirt. Because he kept it in front of him and in his mitt. Because if it gets anywhere, Johan Rojas will take off in a moment. And now pitching coach Joe Hanrahan will join the conversation with Hernandez on the mound. Just as we say that, activity in the Senators bullpen.
So Reading has runners on first and third. We have not seen them try and execute a double steal this year, but the way they've been moving the base runners tonight, certainly more than most games this year. Wonder if the Fightin' Phils would try to orchestrate a double steal here. No one has stolen a home for Reading since Luke Williams in 2019.
Reed Schaller is the pitcher in the Senators bullpen. Maybe not even a double steal, but much like what Harrisburg did in the other inning, where you send Kroon and then you kind of wait and see what happens depending on how the throw goes. Worst case scenario, Kroon, best case scenario, Kroon steals second base, but if the throw that gets away on the bag, then Johan Rojas can move up as well.
Harrisburg set the turn 2 against Wilson. First pitch, down the chute for a called strike, 0-1. The last time the Fightins turned a double steal included Johan Rojas last year. Rojas and Wendell Rijo combined for the double steal. Here's the 0-1. Wilson lines it towards left field. It's under the glove of Clough, and it's a base hit. Rojas scores. Kroon is second. It's an RBI single for Ethan Wilson. Felt like that's been much needed for him, and it's 4-2 Fightin' Phils.
Yeah, that's got to feel good for Ethan Wilson. He's got a couple of them. Neither one of them have been rockets. The last one was a Texas leaguer. This one is just executed very well. That's a left-handed hitter hitting what is essentially a ground ball to shortstop. But because the shortstop is pulling over towards the second base bag as a left-handed hitter, it becomes a base hit in left field. Johan Rojas scores easily, and an RBI single, the second hit of the night for Ethan Wilson.
And Hernandez will step off. Taking a look at Kroon at second base. Nick Podkul steps in. That was RBI number 20 on this season for Ethan Wilson, so he joins the 20-plus RBI club. Now here's Nick Podkul. First pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. It's been a terrific day already for Podkul. 2 for 2, a double, a home run, and 3 runs driven in. All on the home run that was absolutely crushed. So much he had time to admire it. They'll throw over towards second. Not in time. So that is the second disengagement of the at-bat.
Right, and it was a very unusual pickoff move. Hernandez spun. Kroon kind of thought he wasn't going to throw.
You see Paul Romer, the home plate umpire, signaling number 2.
All right, JT Arruda, the second baseman, over to cover. Didn't think he was going to throw it either.
Here's the 0-1. Podkul takes it down low for a ball, 1-1. Wonder if Kroon will try and get a jump here, knowing that Hernandez can't throw over. Kroon already has stolen base today. He's up to 10 this year.
If he does attempt to pick off, he has to pick him off, or otherwise Kroon can move up. He does
1-1.
advance his lead.
Swinging a foul ball, 1-2.
Really fooled Podkul on that pitch. Brought Nick to his knees, chasing after that slow breaking ball.
Podkul up to 364 on the season. 3 home runs, 13 runs driven in. Seems like all he does is hit every time he's in the lineup. Pitch. That one's hit in the air, well towards center. Going back is Hassel. He's still going back. He curls towards his left. He'll make the catch. Kroon races back to the bag, but he'll have to stay there as he was about halfway on the fly ball. So he's unable to tag. Another ball hit well by Podkul, but that time Hassel makes the play in center, and here comes Oliver Dunn, who's got a couple of strikeouts tonight.
Hassel's a very good center fielder, got good wheels out there, and he plays a pretty shallow center field, especially for a guy who's got a double and a 3-run home run at that point in time in the game, and he had to go a long way to get there, as that was hit to the deepest part of the ballpark at the apex of the walls coming together in dead center field, and Hassel ran it down.
First pitch to Dunn. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Counts 0-1.
And Hernandez has made Oliver Dunn look bad so far in his first 2 plate appearances. Oliver's just had a hard time timing up the off-speed pitch from the lefty.
2 outs in the inning. Fightin's up 4-2. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on another off-speed pitch that was low and away.
Yeah, Oliver Dunn's going to take a walk now. He is very frustrated right now. That pitch was nowhere close to home plate, and a slider that went well off the plate, and Dunn pulled off of it, was nowhere even remotely close to it. Oliver needed a moment to compose himself.
0-2 the count. 2 outs, bottom 5. Here's the pitch. That's another curveball. No reason not to go to it. Counts 1-2.
Just thinking the same thing. He's not going to see anything else but that curveball, I can't imagine right now.
Krunoff second. Wilson leads off first. Infield shaded to the right side. Here's the pitch. Goes upstairs for a ball. 2-2.
Try to get him to chase. That time Oliver restrains himself.
Dunn sits at 270 on the year. 4 home runs, 23 runs driven in. He's got a couple for him now. The pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, and Dunn is down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. 5th strikeout of the night for Hernandez, but the Fightins do get a run. They do it on a pair of hits, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go to the 6th. Tyler Phillips back out on the mound. Fightin's up 4-2 on the Our Phil's Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phil's fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phil's mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous.
Top of the 6th inning, Tyler Phillips returns to the mound. The right-handed pitcher will get 3, 4, 5 of the Harrisburg order in this top half of the 6th inning. Fightin' Phils hold a 4-2 lead. First pitch is a curveball. That's in there for a called strike to Blake Rutherford. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Pair of singles and a run scored. 0-1. And tight for a ball. Count goes 1-1. Rutherford, a 26-year-old, was signed by the Nationals as a free agent this past off season. Here's the pitch. Misses down low for a ball. 2-1. Spent last year in Charlotte. Hit 3 home runs. Next pitch to him is a line drive back towards the middle. And that's 3 hits tonight for Blake Rutherford. So it's a leadoff single for him. That'll bring Donovan Casey to the plate. No one throwing in the Our Phil's bullpen. Lots of stretching going on. It's like a calisthenics class in the Fightin' Phil's bullpen down the right field line right now. But Phillips, who's at 72 pitches, presumably it's his 6th inning.
Did I mention that Blake Rutherford has a bunch of hits in this series? My goodness.
First pitch to Casey is inside for a ball. 1-0.
3 hits tonight, 8 in the series. And they're all line drives. Didn't have a Texas leaguer in the bunch.
Set at the belt. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball towards short. Stokes to his right, has it. Flips to second for 1. Throw to first is
bit high. Podkul had to leap for it. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice, 6-4. But nonetheless, an impressive play by Madison Stokes. Goes towards his right, fields it, and in the blink of an eye, flips the throw to second, and at least gets the lead runner. Here comes Frankie Tostado.
Yeah, that was the impressive part, the throw. I mean, he really rifled that throw and gave Oliver Dunn a chance to turn that double play. Unfortunately, just to throw a little bit high to pull Podkul off the bag.
So Phillips righty on lefty matchup against Tostado. First pitch in. Breaking ball is grounded foul towards the Savage Auto Group dugout suite on the right side. Phillips, 75 pitches, season high is 89. That came last week at Somerset. Has gone north of 83 times. Here's the 0-1 upstairs for a ball 1-1. Season high in innings pitch is 6, did that twice. At Hartford and against New Hampshire, back-to-back quality starts. 2 outs away from matching that mark. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive, that's a foul ball.
Boy,
just to the right of the first base line, called by first base umpire tonight, Pete Chalkington, counts 1-2.
That was a rocket.
So the count's 1-2 now to Frankie Tostado. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 gone in the top half of the 6th. Tostado will step out and call time. Readjust his batting gloves. Tostado, who was acquired from Seattle this past offseason in exchange for cash considerations, takes back in, down 1-2. Pitch. And tight for a ball, 2-2 to the lefty. Tostado, who was originally drafted by the Giants in the 19th round of the 2017 draft, 25-year-old. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip, and it's secured by Cody Roberts, and that is strike number 3. 4th strikeout tonight for Tyler Phillips, out number 2 in the inning. That'll bring Jack Dunn to the plate. There's also action in the Phillies bullpen. Keelan Kilgore up and throwing, and for some reason I got out my binoculars, but there's only one lefty in the Phillies bullpen, so.
There's a tell in that.
First pitch is a strike, runner goes. Roberts bobbled it, so Donovan Casey will have that base stolen.
Yep, there's a tell when Keelan Kilgore is warming up in the Phillies bullpen because he's the only lefty they've got.
3rd stolen base of the year for Casey. Pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1. Next pitch is bounce, but Roberts able to keep it in his vicinity to keep the runner Casey at second. Count goes to 1-1. Jack Dunn, 0 for 2 tonight. Began the season with Rochester, struggled to a 192 average over his first 11 games before being transferred to AA Harrisburg. Rochester, of course, the AAA affiliate of the Washington Nationals. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, man on second. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Looks like got a piece of the front foot of Jack Dunn as it rolls foul. So the count goes 1-2 to Jack Dunn. Phillips up to 82 pitches. Looking to escape the 6 and earn himself another quality start. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Casey off second. Pitch. Curveball, called strike 3. 5th strikeout tonight for Tyler Phillips, and if that's it for him tonight, certainly an excellent way to exclamation tonight's outing. No runs in the inning on a hit. There was 1 runner left for Harrisburg. We go to the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher also in for the Senators. We'll have that for you after this on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Reading Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-9999 52007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss, and peach basketball.
Bottom half of the 4-2 Fightin' Phils have the lead. New arm on the mound as well for Harrisburg in Reed Schaller. We'll get McCarthy Tatum, 8-9-1 in the R Phils lineup to lead things off. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0.
11th appearance of the season for Reed Schaller, 1-2 with a 4.60 earned run average. All the appearances in relief, 15 2/3 innings pitched. He has struck out.
Tatum fouls it back.
Struck out 16, walked 7. 26-year-old right-hander, originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, played his college baseball for Vanderbilt, 3rd-round draft pick of the Nationals in 2018.
1-1. Tatum takes outside for a ball, 2-1. Clothesline on Elimo Hernandez, 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts through 80 pitches, 53 of them for strikes. 2-1 to Tatum. Outside corner for a called strike, 2-2. Vanderbilt, of course, one of the powerhouses across college baseball. But LSU may have surpassed them, especially in the SEC. Pitch to Tatum, outside corner for a called strike, 3. So Schaller gets his first strikeout. LSU, of course, featuring the projected #1 pick this year in Dylan Cruz. Very talented team down in Baton Rouge. That, of course, was the alma mater of one Aaron Nola. So there's Cody Roberts. He'll step in from the right side, 0-for-2 tonight.
Schaller is back in Harrisburg for the 2nd year. Pitched for the Senators last year, 38 games, all in relief.
First pitch to Roberts. Little up shot towards first. Scooped by Tostado. He'll throw it to Schaller, covering the bag, and it bounces in and out of his glove. So Roberts will be safe.
It was a little bit behind him, but Schaller lost sight of it because he looked down for the bag. And as he looked down for the bag, it was right at the time that the ball and glove came together at the same time. So it should be in E1, I would think, and it is. I just posted the error on the board.
Yeah, tough play from Tostado, but did a nice job handling it. Made a nice throw to the pitcher Schaller, like you said, in and out of his mitt. E1, second error combined for both teams tonight. So Madison Stokes steps in. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider that's down and away for a ball, counts 1-0.
We get to see the Phils doing all their pregame practice stuff, and they do that at least once a week where they have the pitchers doing just that. We're practicing covering the bag and making throws around the infield defense.
1-0's at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. PFPs, pitchers fielding practice. Now, it's always a big emphasis in spring training, but Al Padrique likes to get his pitchers out there at least once or twice a week doing some PFPs. Here's the pitch to Stokes, outside corner for a called strike, 1-2.
Keelan Kilgore continues to warm up in the Phils bullpen. He would certainly be ready to go if, in fact, the Phils do make the change and pull Tyler Phillips after 6 innings, excuse me.
1-2 the count to Stokes, the leadoff man in the lineup. Roberts leads off first, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 2 of the inning for Reed Schaller. That'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate. 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 3rd, but struck out in the 5th. De La Cruz, a .275 hitter on the season. 9 home runs, 21 runs driven in. Going to be the first Fightin' Phil to double-digit long balls this year. Schaller will throw over towards first. Roberts dives back in with the head first slide, safe.
be a good time for it, simply because if you look out, the flag that was blowing in, the American flag blowing in earlier, is now silent, very still in left center field.
Pitch at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Cody Roberts not really much of a threat to run, does have one stolen base this season. Across 17 games played, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Went back to the fastball, Schaller did. De La Cruz reaches. Johan Rojas awaits on deck. 1-1. Outside corner for a called strike, 1-2. Reed Schaller has certainly enjoyed making a residency on that outside corner in this bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Overthrew the fastball a bit there, Schaller did to the righty Carlos De La Cruz. 2-2, 2 outs, bottom 6, 4-2 Fightin. Cody Roberts leads off of first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Carlos De La Cruz behind a fastball. That will retire the side. Schaller strikes out the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error. One left for the Fightin Phils. We go to the 7th. Keelan Kilgore enters. 4-2 Reading on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
We go to the top of the 7th. Fightin Phils a 4-2 lead. They'll turn it over to the bullpen. Try and secure the 9 outs here and get the victory. And I'll turn things over to Bob McCool, asking you to get a 9 outs and a victory.
You seem to ask me that an awful lot, Jake. I've heard it versus the Golden Wolves bullpen. The bullpen does bring left-hander Keelan Kilgore in, and he will face Yasel Antuna. Switch hitter now flipped around and batting right-handed against the left-handed pitching Kilgore. The first pitch to him, and Tuna swings and misses. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs to second base in his 2 plate appearances. 4-2 Phils on top half of the 7th inning. And Antuna fouls one straight back. It'll be Antuna, Onyx, Vega, and Jackson Clough. That's 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Senators here in the 7th as the Phils try and snap a 2-game losing streak tonight in Game 3 of this 6-game homestand for the Phils that will continue through Sunday. This one ripped and speared by Madison Stokes, spins him around, makes the long throw, and gets him in time. Madison Stokes with an outstanding play to the Keystone combination for the Reading Keystones tonight. Oliver Dunn and Madison Stokes have both made great sliding stops and throws somebody out in the process, and Madison Stokes gets out number 1. Big out there for the Phils in a 2-run game to get that first out in the 7th. Stokes ranging far to his left. It spins him around. He gets up and makes the throw from his knees in time. And that'll bring up Onyx Vega. Vega with a line out to left field. And a ground out to third base in his 2 plate appearances so far, his only plate appearances since being called up to the Senators from High A Wilmington in the Nationals organization. And swing and a miss here, and Kilgore quickly gets ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. Keelan Kilgore making his 13th appearance for the Phils. 2-1 on the season. All his appearances in relief on the year. Misses with this one. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes for Kilgore. 14 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, and 11 walks. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Onyx Vega. This one fouled out of play. More activity in the Harrisburg bullpen after a solid inning for Reed Schaller in the 6th. He ended up striking out the side. So the Phils looking to get 3 innings out of their bullpen tonight and hold on to a lead. That has been a problem for the Fightins over the course of this season. They have a 4-2 advantage right now, and Kilgore misses for a 2nd straight pitch. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Vega. This one lifted foul and out of play. Some high school baseball updates for you in today's action in the District 3 playoffs. Kutztown won in Class 2A. The Cougars will play for the District 3 championship Thursday in Lebanon against Halifax. And in the 6A classification, Wilson, who lost in the county championship game here at FirstEnergy Stadium, won their game today over Manheim Township as Vega serves one in the left field that will be a base hit. Carlos De La Cruz will run it down and hold Vega to a single. Wilson beat Manheim Township today 4-2, so they'll play Cedar Cliff for the 6A District 3 championship. There are 2 games scheduled for here at FirstEnergy Stadium. So it's a pretty good assumption that the Bulldogs very well may be back here on Tuesday in one of those district championship games. Those have not officially been posted yet by District 3. But Wilson will play Cedar Cliff for the District 3 6A baseball championship on Tuesday. Quote unquote, sites and time to be determined. 1 ball and no strikes now to Jackson Clough, who's 1 for 2 on the day. He represents the tying run as he steps in. Clough had the 2-run home run last night. It gave the Senators the lead at the time, and Harrisburg went on to make it an 8-4 victory last night's game. A 7-4 victory, in last night's game. This one up high, and now Kilgore falls behind him. 3 balls and no strikes. So a nice play by Madison Stokes. Looms even larger right now with a man on first base and 1 out. And a 3-0 count now to the 9-hole hitter. That's over for a called strike 1. And with that, some movement in the Phil's bullpen. Adam Leverett now will get up and begin to throw for the Fightins. This one hit hard and foul off the facing of the Savage 61 dugout sweep. And so now Kilgore has worked his way back now to a 3 balls and 2 strike count.
I wonder if there's a case where if Kilgore gets through the 7th, they ask Leverett for a 6-out save.
Brett Schultz has become their closer of late. This one hit hard and into right field for a base hit. Vega will turn, he'll round second, as eventually Ethan Wilson will run it down. They'll hold the runners up at 2nd and 3rd as Jackson Clough with a hard double down the right field line. And now the Senators have the tying runs on base and in scoring position.
Hit it hard, just under the glove of a diving Nick Podkul at first. And nice job by Wilson to get to it quickly to keep Vega from scoring. See what Reading does here. They're up 2. Looks like we're going to get a mound visit first here from pitching coach Brad Bergeson. So we'll see what they do with the infield.
This could be a stall as much as anything to get Leverett a few more pitches. You got a left-handed batter up right now in Hassel. So have Kilgore pitch to the left-hander. The on-deck hitter is JT Aruda, who's a switch hitter. So you got to figure that Kilgore is at least going to see Hassel, the lefty on lefty. But what does he do with it?
Hassel, of course, 0 for 3 tonight, but still, national second-ranked prospect for a reason. He was the headliner in that Juan Soto trade last year. So it's a big out to get here. We'll see how they approach it.
Phillies will play the infield back with a 2-run lead. Pitch just a bit low for a ball. Garvin Alston, left-hander, warming up in the Senators bullpen. A 1 pitch, way outside, ball 2, 2-0. Again, this could in some ways be a pitch around with a base open. And then you make the pitching change to Leverett, depending on your confidence level of Kilgore getting Hassel out. 2-0 the count. Does come with a fastball that's there for a called strike 1.
Great spot, too. If we can find a way to get back to that same spot on the outer half of the plate to the lefty, Hassel, love to see that.
This is low again. It's 3-1. This one fisted out of play, foul. He gets the fastball in on the hands of Hassel. Now the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes.
See how Kilgore and Roberts approach this one. See if they attack the hitter or if maybe they try and get in the chase. Feel like the latter is more likely, but we'll see.
Time called now by Hassel. Onyx Vega, the runner at third base, he singled. Jackson Clough at second after the double. 2 on, 1 out. Top half of the 7th inning and a 4-2 Fightin's lead. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a huge strikeout there for Keelan Kilgore.
How about that for Keelan Kilgore? Down in the count early, battles back. Now you can see your way through, but still can't let off the gas. You're ready on lefty matchup here. Leverett looks ready, but it's going to be Keelan Kilgore's batter to get here.
JT Arruda 1 for 3 in the night, doubled and scored a run in the 4th. Lifted into right field. Ethan Wilson will drift back and drift to the warning track and make the catch for the 3rd and final out. So Kilgore avoids the damage as the Senators are retired in the 7th. No run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 big ones left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time. Fightin's on top 4-2 when we come back.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
7th inning is presented to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. 4-2. Phils remain on top as they tightrope walk their way through some danger in the top of the 7th. Still on top 4-2, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Harrisburg Senators as left-hander Garvin Alston now will take over for the Senators here in the 7th. He'll face Johan Rojas, Matthew Kroon, and Ethan Wilson due up for the Phils. Rojas 1 for 2 on the night, walked in the first, doubled and scored a run in the 5th. First pitch from Austin, the left-hander, is low ball 1. One-0 pitch is ripped into center field. Long run for Hassel. He will not get there. Johan Rojas will see it bounce off the wall, and he's on his horses. He's headed to third base. There comes the throw. It's not in time. Johan Rojas will lead off triple.
Johan Rojas, second triple of the year. He knew that was triple off the bat. Took a little bit of an awkward hop off the wall to help, but Rojas, we felt like since he missed a couple of days with injury against New Hampshire, his timing's just been a little bit off. But these last couple of days, we're seeing it come back. Best round of BP he took in a while today, too. We're seeing that translate now, a double and a triple today.
Second triple of the season. That'll match team high with Oliver Dunn, who has 2. And it is just a joy to watch him run around the bases. When he smells extra bases, Johan had it going. And now the Phils will try to bring him in with Matthew Kroon at the plate. And the first pitch from Garvin Alston is a ball. Kroon 1 for 2 tonight, singled and walked in 3 plate appearances. Matthew with 20 RBIs on the season. Looking to try to get the Phils a little more insurance here in the bottom of the 7th. Alston comes to the breaking ball that's up high, and it's 2-0. Garvin Alston, 26-year-old, 6'4", 175-pounder, originally from Phoenix, Arizona. A 37th round draft pick of the Chicago White Sox back in 2019. Pitch fouled out of play by Kroon on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Kroon.
Ethan Wilson ducking quickly, too. That one, as an on-deck batter, that's your biggest fear, something being shot right back at you.
So 2-1 now to Matthew Kroon. Rojas 90 feet away. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. And again, fouled straight back. Wilson said, I'm not even going to move this time. I know I'm free and clear. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kroon. Phil's bullpen is quiet right now. Adam Leverett was warming up during the previous inning, so he may just be warmed up.
And he was ready, so maybe you see him toss a little bit once you get to 1, 2 outs.
Three balls and two strikes now to Kroon. This one lifted into right field. Donovan Casey will make the catch. Johan Rojas will make the tag. Here's the throw home. It's not in time. Matthew Kroon with a sacrifice fly and the RBI, and the Phils add on. It's 5-2 Reading.
You know, there's not many guys that beat that throw, because that was a good throw from Donovan Casey and right. Give credit where credit is due. But Johan Rojas is one of those guys that's going to beat that throw. And it's a situation that they work on a lot in batting practice, those RBI situations. Guys on third, less than 2 outs, get the ball in the air over the infield. Matthew Kroon does just that. And like we said, Leverett back up and throwing.
So the 21st RBI of the season for Matthew Kroon. And the Phils lead is 5-2. Bases are empty now with 1 out, and Ethan Wilson bats. Wilson 2 for 3 on the night. You see him get back in the hit column. And he takes this one for a ball, and it's 2-0 now to Ethan Wilson. Again, Ethan with a hit in the 9th inning last night. Snapped what was a 7 for 46 at that point in time. So a hit in his last at-bat, and now 2 hits in his 3 at-bats tonight. So 3 out of his last 4. And takes this one inside. Now it's 3-0. Nick Podkol in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. .3-0 pitch, way outside, ball 4. So Ethan Wilson, a base runner for the 3rd time tonight.
We always talk about it. When guys like Wilson, Rojas get going, this whole offense gets going. The 2 of them combined tonight have 5 hits in 7 at-bats. That's pretty good. And the Phil's offense has certainly got going. A lot of that comes thanks to the guy at the plate right now who kind of set the tone tonight in Nick Podkol.
Double, 3-run home run, and a fly out to center field in his 3 plate appearances. And first pitch to him is over for a called strike. Former Philadelphia Philly Dickie Knowles in the house tonight. Dickie still working for the Philadelphia Phillies organization. Involved in their alcohol education program. Fouled out of play. Dickie Knowles knows a little bit about life as a reliever. Spent a lot of time in the Phillies bullpen. Traded eventually to the Cubs and a few others. But famously spun George Brett with a pitch back in the 1980 World Series. A lot of people think that was a big turning point in the momentum towards the Phillies win in 1980. Nick Podkol takes one for a called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes.
Second baseman Oliver Duff.
Must have been strike 3.
It was strike 3. I stand corrected. I thought it was strike 2, and I think Nick Podkol thought it was strike 2. He stood at the plate, and eventually it was told to go sit in the dugout. That is strike 3, so that's out number 2 now here in the 7th. First strikeout, obviously, for Alston since coming in. It'll bring up Oliver Dunn, who would like to change his fortunes after 3 strikeouts. He drops down a bunt. Vega, the catcher, will get out and make the throw down to first base in plenty of time, and that will do it for the Phils in the 7th. But they do put one across. They do it on 1 hit. They leave 1, 7 complete. Reading Fightin' Phils 5, Harrisburg Senators 2 when we come back with more on the Reading Phillies Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phils birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown and Sinking Spring. Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. New pitcher on the mound for the Fightin' Phils. Adam Leverett takes over, and he faces a tough foe, Blake Rutherford, who's 3 for 3 tonight, and 8 for 11 in this series. 8 for 12, in this series. First pitch, a strike. Second, also a strike. So he quickly gets ahead of Rutherford. No balls and 2 strikes.
It's Leverett's 12th appearance of the year. 10th out of the bullpen. 0-1, a 3.66 ERA. 14 strikeouts, 6 walks over 19 2/3 innings pitched.
Really pitched well of late. Out of the bullpen, 0-2 pitch. Fisted into left field, and there it is again. Blake Rutherford, 4-4-4. Somewhere there's a book on Blake Rutherford, and whatever's in the book for the Phillies in the scouting report, you might as well throw it away. That wasn't a bad pitch. He just fisted that over shortstop and into left field for a base hit.
It's most hits allowed by most hits to an opponent player allowed by Reading this year, beating the previous high of 3 that was set by 12 guys, but last saw it by Rutherford.
That'll bring up Donovan Casey. He is 1 for 3 tonight with a single back in the 4th inning. First pitch to him is a ball. So Adam Leverett with a man on first base, working from the stretch, facing cleanup hitter Donovan Casey. Pitch is up high. Now it's 2-0.
It's his second 4-hit game of the season. 5 days ago against Erie, had a 4-for-4 performance.
batting average has to be up over 350. He was at 338 coming in. And it's 4 for 4 tonight. This one lifted into right field and slicing foul. Ethan Wilson will give it a chase, but it'll find the grandstands. Fireworks on tap for tonight and for tomorrow and for Saturday. But Saturday is a mega blast fireworks, just for what that's worth. And then Sunday, Philly Fanatic performs. Great tickets remain for all Phil's games. Contact the Phillies ticket office at 610-370-BALL or online at rphils.com. 2 balls and 1 strike. Donovan Casey beats another ball foul into the dirt behind home plate, so Leverett fights his way back and gets the count now even at 2-2. Leverett, 24 years of age, originally from Macon, Georgia. Two pitch hit hard to the left side and through for a base hit as Donovan Casey finds his way through the hole on the left side of the infield, and now 2 on and 1 out, or excuse me, 2 on and nobody out here for the Senators in the 8th inning.
Well, now you're entering the part of the lineup that you want to get to. It's the 5, 6, and 7 of Tostado, Dunn, and Antuna, who combined tonight are 0 for 9. The bottom 2 have been really good tonight, and 2, 3, 4 have been really good tonight. But that 3 that's coming up right here has been the group that struggled.
Tostado lifts this one into right field. Ethan Wilson will come in on it. He'll make the catch. Runner will tag, but he will not go anywhere as Wilson fires it in. Not deep enough for anybody to tag up with nobody out. Tostado is retired, so now that's 1 out here in the 8th.
You immediately feel better, too, getting that first out.
Yep, especially for Tostado, who hit a bomb last night for a grand slam.
Brett Schultz up and throwing, so.
I wanted to make sure I said that after he made out rather than before he made out. Just
good work.
Saved
any potential jinxes.
Any extra whammies involved as Jack Dunn will bat. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a couple of strikeouts. 2 on, 1 out. 5-2 Phil's lead. First pitch to him is outside for a ball.
Brett Schultz throwing, so probably going to get the 9th. And if Leverett gets into any more trouble, maybe they ask him to give 4 out save, 5 out save, but hopefully don't get to that realm this inning.
That one's into dirt. Cody Roberts keeps it in front of him, so the runners can't move up. Blake Rutherford's at second base. Donovan Casey's at first. Both have singled. 1 out, top half of the 8th inning. Tyler Beck up and throwing down to Senators bullpen as Leverett comes in with his 2-0 pitch that misses ball 3. And make it ball 4. So he walks Jack Dunn on 4 pitches. Now the bases are loaded.
Leverett will take a quick walk around the rubber, recollect himself here, and look, see, well, first going to mound visit from Brad Bergeson. Good time for that, I think. Chance to settle down Leverett here, which I think, smart decision. And you got Antuna at the plate. I think the message here is he's a 140 hitter. He's 0 for 3 today. He's hitting the 3 straight ground balls. Attack him, keep the ball down in the zone, let him put it in play and try and turn 2 out of it. You're up by 3. But you still, obviously, something in the gap could tie the game. You want to keep the ball out of the air. So just try and keep it down, get some sort of a ground ball here. But I think just reminding him, you got a 140 hitter who's 0 for 3 tonight facing you. You don't need to do anything too special.
Keelan Kilgore worked his way out of his own jam in the 7th. And now Adam Leverett's going to try to do the same here in the 8th. Marcell Antuna, as Jake said, is now the hitter. Bases loaded, 1 out. It's a 3-run advantage right now for the Phils. Infield does line up in double play depth. First pitch over for a called strike 1.
It's a great first pitch, too. Go to the slider. Infield in double play depth. Everybody playing back. Obviously, no need to worry about cutting off a guy at home.
This one ripped down the right field line and foul and into the bullpen. Off the bat, looked like trouble, but fortunately for the Phils, it hooks foul. And so now Adam Leverett is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he snuck that first pitch slider over, tried to go back to the slider, but left it up a bit too much. Now you're not going to make that mistake again. If you're going to throw a slider, you got to start it at the knees and let it dive towards the feet.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Overpowered him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's 2 down.
Here comes Al Patrique, so it looks like Brett Schultz is going to come in for the 4-out save, and it looked like that was probably the plan all along, as Schultz will get Vega.
So the Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen is made. Brett Schultz, the man who has the most saves for the Phils, will come on now with 2 down here in the 8th when we come back to Baseball Town.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
So it comes down now to Brett Schultz's opportunity to play hero for the Reading Fightin' Phils as he takes over. And the bases are loaded, 2 down here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Phils trying to hold on to what is right now a 5-2 lead. Onyx Vega will bat now for the Senators, facing Brett Schultz. Vega singled his last time up, 1 for 3 so far in the night. First pitch from Brett Schultz. Fastball misses outside for a ball.
14th game for Schultz, 2-2, a 4.61 ERA. Does have 4 saves, going for number 5. 23 strikeouts, 7 walks over 13 2/3.
Comes with a curveball here, and it's a beauty for a called strike. Vega not thinking he was going to see a curveball there. And at the letters for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Onyx Vega. Vega playing his first game with the Senators. 1-1 pitch. Lifted into shallow center field. Actually not even going to get out of the infield. Madison Stokes will make the catch. And Brett Schultz does his job. He comes in, gets the infield pop-up, and that'll do it for the Senators in the 8th. They make some noise, but they get no runs. A couple of hits, and they leave them loaded. To the bottom of the 8th we go when we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium. It remains 5-2, Reading on top.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizedpa.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information,
Now, Vernon University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will bring in right-handed pitcher Tyler Beck now for the Senators. He will face McCarthy Tatum, Cody Roberts, and Madison Stokes due up for Al Padrique's Reading Fightin' Phils. Madison Stokes 0 for 2 on the night, was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Flew out to center field and struck out in 3 plate appearances. First pitch to him is a strike. Second is low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Beck, a 27-year-old right-hander, originally from South Bend, Indiana. Played his college baseball, however, at the University of Tampa. 1-1 pitch. Tatum takes it for a called strike. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes to the designated hitter tonight in the Phils lineup, McCarthy Tatum. That one hit him. And a McCarthy Tatum hit for the 2nd time in this game. The hit by pitches continue to mount for the Phils in this series.
Say, it's been a lot. Was an all-speed pitch, so just a curveball that got away from the pitcher back. That's a leadoff base runner for the Fightin' Phils. Let's see if they can take advantage here. They got Rojas on leadoff man last inning. They scored him. Now they got Tatum on before we turn it back to the top of the lineup after Cody Roberts.
Roberts 0 for 3 in the night, was safe on an error his last time up. Swing and a miss at that off-speed pitch as Roberts way out in front of it. Roberts getting the start tonight. Our pregame guest, Max McDowell, getting the night off. Max, no doubt, will be behind the plate tomorrow night with Mick Abel getting the start. No balls and 1 strike now to Cody Roberts. Tatum takes off, pitches low. Vega's throw down is in time. McCarthy Tatum is thrown out stealing. That'll be the first out here in the 8th.
It was a pretty good jump from Tatum, but an even better throw from Vega, who, as we mentioned earlier, making his Senators debut after being called up from High A Wilmington last week.
He was called up to Harrisburg because the Senators catcher Drew Millis was called up to Rochester as Roberts takes one low for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. It's a great conversation we had with Max McDowell. You can be able to see that next week if you missed it. We'll post that onto our social media channels next week. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss for Cody Roberts. I referred to Max McDowell as Crash Davis at one point in time. He couldn't help but start to laugh at it.
It's a good comparison.
That's his role, working with the 2 young pitchers, especially in Griff McGarry and Mick Abel. Caught McGarry last night. He'll catch Abel more than likely tomorrow night. 2-2 pitch to Cody Roberts is outside, ball 3.
And tomorrow night we got Phillies number 2 prospect Mick Abel on the mound. We have more fireworks, a beautiful Friday night to kick off the holiday weekend. No other place that I'd want to be than here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
3 balls, 2 strikes, swing and a miss. Cody Roberts goes down swinging. 2 down now here in the 8th. Actually, should be a pretty good pitching matchup because Jackson Rutledge, who's scheduled to go tomorrow for the Senators, is one of the Nationals' top prospects as well. So a couple of big-time prospects going in tomorrow night's game. As Madison Stokes now will bat. Madison looking to get off an 0 for 4 tonight. He lifts this one into shallow right field. Donovan Casey has it sized up, and he'll squeeze it and make the catch for the 3rd and final out. These Phils go in order in the 8th. We'll head to the 9th. Phils need 3 outs for a W. We'll have it for you when we come back at the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken and sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL.
Tonight's attendance at FirstEnergy Stadium, 4,302, presented to you by PSECU, proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. Top half of the ninth inning. Reading Fightin' Phil's 5, the Harrisburg Senators 2. Brett Schultz will continue. He finished off the 8th inning to get the final out. Now he'll try to get 3 more here against the Senators in the 9th. Jackson Clough will lead it off for Harrisburg. First pitch from Brett Schultz is inside and a bit low for a ball. Clough 2 for 3 on the night out of the 9-hole. And now 3 out of 6 in this series for Harrisburg. 1-0 pitch is over for a called strike 1 with the breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jackson Clough. Robert Hassel, JT Aruda, the top of the order coming up, due up for Harrisburg here in this 9th inning. 1-1 pitch. Way outside, ball 2-1. Schultz with a team-high 4 saves. Max Coons has 3 saves for the Fightins. 2 balls and 1 strike. And down outside, it's 3-1. Schultz came into a bases-loaded 2-out situation in the last inning. Got Onyx Vega to pop up in the infield. Now looking for a 4-out save. This one is inside, ball 4. So Clough is a leadoff base runner.
Center fielder Robert Hassel.
Phils have done a pretty good job tonight in limiting those base on balls. That's only the 2nd walk surrendered by the Phils pitching staff tonight. This Schultz, the 4th pitcher. Tyler Phillips started, went 6. Keelan Kilgore pitched the 7th. Adam Leverett started the 8th, and then Schultz came in to finish it. As Robert Hassel now bats, and the first pitch to him is a ball. Hassel 1 for 4 on the night, 0 for 4 on the night. Came into the game hitting at .319. This one ripped into center field. Going to be a long run for Johan Rojas. Dives and cannot make it. Ball rolls to the wall. Jackson Clough will get held up at third base. Johan Rojas laid out, did what he could to try to make the diving catch, but he could not. And Clough had to hold up at least momentarily to make sure that Rojas didn't catch it. And then once he realized it hit the ground, he took off. Carlos Oscar Salazar, the third base coach for the Senators, put up the stop sign, not wanting to run themselves into an out down by 3 runs. But 2 on now and nobody out for the Senators. And that'll bring up JT Aruda. Aruda 1 for 4 on the night, doubled and scored in the 4th. First pitch to him, over for a called strike 1. So each one of the 3 members of the Phils bullpen who have come in tonight have put themselves in a jam and eventually been able to get out of it. Keelan Kilgore, Adam Leverett, and now Brett Schultz will try to do the same. 2 on, nobody out. 0-1 pitch from Schultz. Just misses. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Schultz, originally from Maple Grove, Minnesota, played his college baseball for the Golden Gophers. Last year pitched to Jersey Shore before getting shut down with an elbow strain at the end of July. 1-1 pitch. Outside again, ball 2. The very, 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 very dangerous Blake Rutherford in the on-deck circle for the Senators. Rutherford 4 for 4 on the night. This one fouled down the third baseline and out of play. Senators do have some action in the bullpen just in case they can get this one tied up or take a lead. 5-2, Fightin's on top. Nobody out, 2 on here in the 9th. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to JT Aruda. Outside, doesn't chase, it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Roberts didn't hold on to it, but he'll make the throw down. He had a check to make sure the runners couldn't move up. And on the off-speed pitch, Aruda comes up empty. A big strikeout there for Brett Schultz. That's 1 out here in the 9th. So here comes Rutherford. As I said, 4 for 4 on the night, 9 for 13 in the series. Now batting at .373 on the year. You do have a base open to work with, but he's the tying run right now. Schultz from the stretch. Just misses with the fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. Back to the box. Schultz has it. He looks the runner back. He'll make the throw to first in time for out number 2. Big play there by Brett Schultz as he finally gets Blake Rutherford out on the comebacker to the mound. And he played it perfectly. He looked the runner back. May have had a play on Clough at third base, but at this point in time, you just want outs. And he got an out at first for out number 2. That'll bring up Donovan Casey. Casey with a couple hits on the night in 4 trips. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, just misses, ball 1. Jackson Clough, the runner at third. Robert Hassel, the runner at second. Both have excellent speed. 1-0 pitch from Brett Schultz. Checks his swing, did not go around. It's 2-0. Over for a called strike with a breaking ball. Gets himself back in it, now at 2 balls and a strike. Lots of places now that Brett Schultz could go, now that he's back in on a 2-1 count. He misses with that pitch at 3-0. There's only one place he can go, and that's to come back with a fastball. Now he can go a number of different directions. Comes with a fastball, but he bounces it up there. Now it's 3-1. Again, there is a base open, but in doing so, you're putting the tying run on base if you walk him. The 3-1 pitch. Checks his swing, doesn't matter. Called strike, even if he did go around. So now the count is full. Fightin faithful on their feet, trying to root the home team on to a W. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 4. Just missed outside with a fastball, and Casey draws the walk. Second walk for Schultz. Now the bases are indeed loaded for Frankie Tostada. Tostada 0 for 4 on the night. This is going to again draw a visit from pitching coach Brad Burgesson. Whatever he said in his first 2 trips to the mound, he's done well. He came out and talked to Keelan Kilgore. He got out of it. He came out and talked to Adam Leverett. He got a key out. Then Schultz came in to get the last one. So now he'll try to work that magic again here with 2 outs in the 9th. Bases are loaded, 2 down. Tying run now at first base in a 5-2 baseball game. This isn't about strategy. This isn't about stalling for another pitcher. This is just simply, we have faith and confidence in you to get the final out. The bullpen for the Fightins is empty. This is Brett Schultz's job to get out of it. Bases are loaded, 2 down. Left-handed hitting Frankie Tostada at the plate. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Tostada thinking he's going to get a first pitch fastball. They come with the off-speed pitch, and he's way out in front. And Schultz gets the early advantage. Misses outside. It's 1-1. As I say that, looks like Matt Seelinger begins to throw in the Phil's bullpen just in case. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Curveball has been the pitch right now for Brett Schultz so far. Has not located the fastball as well. So we'll see where he goes here. Again, the Fightin' faithful on their feet. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Back through the middle and into center field for a base hit. Clough will score. Hassel will score. And here come, whoa, they almost sent the last one. He almost went right through a stop sign. They'll throw back and get Donovan Casey at third base. He almost ran through the stop sign as the Phils were slow to get it back in, but now it's a 5-4 game. Tying run is now 90 feet away. It's a base hit and 2 RBIs for Tostada. Slow roller that just got through. As I said, they had great wheels as the 2 lead runners in Clough and Hassel. They score easily, obviously. And then Casey came barreling around third and almost ran through a stop sign. That'll bring up Jack Dunn now with 2 on and 2 out in a 1-run game. And the first pitch to Dunn is a ball. Line in this right field, falling fast and in for a base hit. The Senators have tied it up. Jack Dunn with an RBI single, and it's 5-5. Tostada stops at second. 7th RBI of the season for Jack Dunn. And the Fightins bullpen struggles continue. That'll bring up Yasel Antuna. And now both bullpens begin to throw with a lot more earnest. Antuna 0 for 4 in the night. Swings at the first pitch, comes up empty. So this will be the second blown save now for Brett Schultz on the season. Oh, 1 pitch, way inside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex Troop is actually warming up in the Senators bullpen. He started in Tuesday morning's game. 1-1 pitch. Over at the letters for a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Troop pitched 5 innings in game 1 of this series. He's warming up in the Phil's bullpen, or excuse me, in the Senators bullpen, and he's going to get the bottom half of the 9th inning, it would appear. 5-5, 2 down here, and this one bounces up there. Another good pitch, good stop by Cody Roberts to keep the runners in place. Schultz trying to get out of this at least with a tie. Hope that the Phils can pull one out in the bottom of the 9th. Ripped hard and foul. And it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Matt Seelinger pitching, warming up in the Phil's bullpen. Schultz can't get this final out. It's probably the end of the night for him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Way outside, ball 3. Already walked 2 in the inning. Both of them have scored. Now he's got a 3 balls and 2 strikes count on Yasel Antuna. Runners take off and ripped into right center field and off the wall. Here comes Casey. Here comes Jack Dunn. And a 2-run double has given the Senators a 7-5 advantage here in the top of the 9th. RBI number 10 and 11 for Yasel Antuna. And Al Padrique will come out and make the call to the bullpen as the Reading Fightin' Phils looking for 3 outs to get a win. Instead, now trail 7-5. The struggles of the Reading Fightin' Phils bullpen have been a tale of woe in this season. And one of the main reasons why this team is in the situation it is at 15-25 coming into tonight's game. Tonight personifies that as much as any. They brought Brett Schultz in to get a 4-out save. He got a big out in the 8th, but got himself into a jam here. He's given up 3 hits. He's walked 2. More importantly, 5 runs for the Senators, and now Matt Seelinger will come on, try to end the bleeding here with a man on second base and 2 outs.
Now coming into the game for the Alberta University Golden Bulls bullpen, Keystone pitcher number 19, Matt Seelinger.
Seelinger making his 7th appearance for the Phils since being activated. Began the season in the Clearwater complex on the injured list. 1-0 on the season, has not surrendered an earned run as of yet. In 8 2/3 innings, struck out 8, he's walked 7. He will face Onyx Vega, as the Senators have now batted around. Vega becoming the 9th man to come to the plate here for the Senators in the 9th. Not surprisingly, it all began with a walk to the 9-hole hitter. A walk, a double, another walk, base hit, a single, and then a double. Antuna, who had the last of those RBI hits, at second base now with 2 outs. The first pitch from Seelinger bounces up there. Phils will have the heart of the order. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the 9th inning. They'll try to mount a comeback once they get out of this. That's over for a called strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled out of play, and Seelinger quickly ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Thank you, safety edge.
You have to wonder where Al Padrique turns next. Max Coons was their closer early on, and he ran into some troubles, and Brett Schultz kind of assumed that role. Does this impact Schultz's spot as the closer? Seelinger misses low ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seelinger, 28-year-old right-hander. Comes with his 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play as Vega stays alive. Seelinger originally from Westbury, New York. Originally drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates back in 2017. Originally traded to the Rays in 2018, to the Giants in 2019. Two balls and 2 strikes, trying to get Onyx Vega out and end the inning. And misses up high, now the count is full. Line down the right field line and slicing foul into the Phil's bullpen. Count stays at 3-2 now to Onyx Vega. Again, this is Vega's first appearance in a Senators uniform, having it called up before the series began from High A Wilmington. 3 balls and 2 strikes to him. Up high, ball 4. Oh, that'll bring Clough back to the plate. As I said, he got this inning started with a walk.
Shortstop Jackson Clough.
So 3 walks now in the inning for Phil's pitchers as Clough steps in. He's been on base 3 times now tonight with a single and a double to go along with that walk. Swing and a miss at the first. This one lined into left center field. Long run and off the wall. That will score 1, and here comes another. Throw to the plate is not in time. A 2-run triple for Jackson Clough, and it's now a 9-5 game as Clough knocks one off the wall in left center field for a triple. RBIs number 9 and 10 for Clough on his 2nd triple of the season. And Tuna scoring and Vega coming around on the triple. The Phils still aren't out of this as now Robert Hassel will bat. A 7-run 9th inning for Harrisburg. First pitch to Hassel is over for a called strike. Hassel 1 for 5 on the night. He doubled earlier in this inning. Swing and a miss at this one, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Seelinger. And he gets ahead of Hassel, no balls and 2 strikes. Tries to get him to chase up high again, but he lays off. Now it's 1-2. Over for a called strike 3, and the ninth inning finally comes to an end. But not before the Senators put up 7 runs. They do it on 5 hits, and they leave 1. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the Fightin' Phils will try it for their turn. 9-5, Harrisburg on top.
Everyone in this room is here.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Batting for the Keystones left fielder, Carlos de la Cruz.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. Carlos de la Cruz will be retired for the ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group. And scored 2 runs.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Tough to put in the rearview mirror. Swing and a miss there for Rojas. It's 1-2. What was a 3-run Phil's lead going into the top of the ninth is now a 4-run Phil's deficit here in the bottom of the ninth. Rojas tries to check his swing. They'll appeal and say he did indeed hold up. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Rojas. This one fouled out of play. This is the third appearance for Sinclair. Only pitched in 4 innings, and again, 2 of those coming earlier in this series. Struck out 5 and walked 4. He's called up from Wilmington on May the 18th. Fouled away again by Rojas to stay alive. In Wilmington, he had made 12 appearances, was 3-2 with a 3.18 earned run average, 17 strikeouts in 17 innings, and just 5 walks, inducing the call up. 24-year-old right-hander, Coral Springs, Florida. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as he retires Rojas on strikes. 2 outs here in the ninth.
Third baseman Matthew Cruz.
Jersey Mike's Subs always offers a sub above, providing their customers with delicious sustenance and substance, including both warm and cold subs. Jersey Mike's prides itself on fresh baked bread, fresh sliced meats, and fresh grilled sandwiches. 2 convenient Berks County locations, including the 5th Street Highway in Reading and Broadcasting Square in Wyomissing, a proud 2023 Fightin' Phil's team feed partner. Matthew Kroon takes one for a called strike. Kroon 1 for 2 on the night. Sacrifice fly and an RBI back in the 7th. That gave the Phils the 3-run lead at the time. 0-1 pitch is low, ball 1. 1-1 now to Kroon. Kroon also walked and had the single in the first. Big swing, no contact here. Now it's 1-2. Bruno kind of take a walk around. That may have wrenched the back of him. He just doesn't look comfortable right now after that swing. He went for it all on that swing. It just looks like may have twisted something a little bit as he kind of took a walk around, got a timeout. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Kroon. This one ripped into center field. Robert Hassel will drift back, and he'll make the catch, and that will do it for the Phils in the 9th and for the ball game. As Reading goes 1-2-3 in the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. And the Harrisburg Senators, with the comeback in the 9th inning, win the ball game and take game 3 of this series by a final score of 9-5. We'll take a timeout, back with our post-game show after this on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. And a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen. Regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Welcome to the post-game show where the frustrations continue for the Reading Fightin Phils. And maybe no game personifies it more than what happened in this one. Tyler Phillips got the start tonight for the Phils, and he pitched well. Went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits and just 2 runs. No walks and 5 strikeouts, and was in prime position to win this ballgame. If the Phils got the lead in this one in the bottom of the 3rd inning, they did so on the 3-run home run from Nick Podkins, playing Carlos De La Cruz and Ethan Wilson, who had singled before him. And the Phils led it by a score of 3-0. Phillips gave up the 2 runs that he surrendered in the 4th inning. JT Arruda doubled, Blake Rutherford singled, Donovan Casey then singled, and that drove in the 2 runs for the Senators to make it a 4-2 game, or 3-2 game, excuse me. And then Reading did make it a 4-2 game in the 5th. Johan Rojas got it started with a double, and Ethan Wilson plated him with an RBI single to make it a 4-2 advantage for the Phils. And then Reading added onto it, got themselves the insurance with Johan Rojas getting the inning started with a triple. And coming around to score on the sacrifice fly by Matthew Kroon to make it a 5-2 game for Reading. Going into the 9th inning, they needed 3 outs, and the wheels came off the cart. And it all started with a walk. Jackson Clough led it off with a walk. Robert Hassel followed the top of the order with a double. Then Brett Schultz got the first out he needed with a strikeout. He got a 1-hopper back to the mound to get Blake Rutherford retired and maybe to get out of this. 2 on and 2 out, and then Donovan Casey walked to load the bases. Frankie Tostado singled to drive in 2 to make it a 5-4 game. Then Jack Dunn got a base hit and made it and tied the game up. Then Yasel Antuna doubled to home to make it a 7-5 advantage. And then eventually a 2-run triple by Jackson Clough made it a 7-run inning on 5 hits and 3 walks in the inning for the Phils bullpen, and ultimately a loss when it's all said and done. For Harrisburg in the game, 9 runs on 15 hits and a committed error. They left 10 on base. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 men on base. Tyler Beck gets the win for the Senators. He's 1-0. Brett Schultz takes the loss. He is 2-3. Time of the game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Played in front of 4,302 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Harrisburg makes it 3 in a row over the Phils. With this win, they have assured themselves of at least a split in this series. They are now 22-19 on the season. Reading suffering another loss. They are now 15-26 overall on the year. Back at it tomorrow night. Harrisburg Senators, again, the opponent. 6:45 is the start time. The gates will open up at Tompkins Plaza at 6 o'clock. You can join Jake Starr and yours truly out on the plaza for our pregame show presented to you by Mike's Sandwich Shop. Fireworks on tap in a few moments here at the ballpark, and again tomorrow night and on Saturday night. Let me correct myself. I said the gates will, the Tompkins Plaza will open up at 5 o'clock tomorrow, not 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock game time is 6:45. So again, fireworks on tap tomorrow night. It is Fiesta Friday tomorrow night, presented by Savage 61 and fireworks, and then Saturday night, Mega Blast fireworks, and then Sunday, 5:15 to finish off the series. The Philly Fanatic will be here doing his thing and entertaining the fans. Fireworks show about to get underway here at FirstEnergy Stadium, so we'll sign off before the noise gets a little bit louder. Unfortunately for the Phils, too many fireworks in the top of the ninth, and Harrisburg takes home the victory by a final score of 9-5. Thanks to Reading Phils catcher Max McDowell for joining us on our pregame show tonight, presented by Mike's Sandwich Shop here in the Stadium District. And again, we'll have a pregame show for you tomorrow night as well, right outside the gate. If you can, say hello on your way in. If not, hope you can tune it in on our Reading Phillies radio network. The pregame show time on the radio broadcast will begin at 6:30 with first pitch scheduled again for 6:45. Hope to see you. Hope you'll tune in for us tomorrow night. Better yet, we hope to see you at the ballpark. Final score: Harrisburg 9, Reading 5. From my colleague in the broadcast booth, Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. As always, thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you right here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Have a great night, everyone.
Here are our toss.